Are you feeling it, my friends? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Fiesta Flambeau pre-party. I am Stefania Jimenez. Look at that. You're getting a live view of what's happening right now on Brooklyn Avenue.
The Fiesta spirit is alive and well. Good evening, everyone. I am Ernie Zuniga, and tonight is the night. I mean, I know the sun is out in our eyes for the most part, so we're navigating through that right now for the time being. But tonight is the night that so many people have been waiting for. It's the nation's largest illuminated night parade. It's going to be coming down the street here in front of us, we believe, in about an hour or so.
It doesn't matter. Either way, we're just excited here. Right. The energy is already here, and we are at a new location right now, just in case you notice. If you see a new backdrop right here, it's because, yes, we are in a new location along the parade route. We have a beautiful view of the San Antonio Riverwalk just ahead of us, and behind us, a perfect representation of our city in this mural that you see here directly behind Ernie and myself by Ghost Custom Art, Abraham Cáceres.
Just clothed in sunlight right now, as you can see. I know you had clouds yesterday, but there's not a cloud in the sky here right now, so we'll get through all of this here. But we are so excited tonight. This is the 77th year for the Fiesta Flambeau Parade, and the theme this year is deep in the arts of Texas.
Okay, the reason that we're outlining that is because tonight, when you look at the floats, you'll notice that they're going to be playing off of that theme, deep in the arts of Texas. Even if we see some of the same organizations that we know and we love, their floats are different each and every year, and I cannot wait to see what they look like.
I know, it's going to be amazing. I know there are a few new ones for sure. The Grand Marshals, of course. I mean, a parade would not be complete without one. They also represent the theme. And this year, there are not one, not two, but 4 Grand Marshals for Flambeau. We're going to introduce you to all of them throughout this pre-party here on KSAT 12. But first, we want to check in with our Jada Pickett of SA Live fame, of course, who's been on the street here in front of us, handing out medals and commiserating with everybody. So, Jada, I know this is your first Fiesta. So how you doing? How you holding up?
Yes, this is my first Fiesta. You guys look, and I'm already all medaled out. I think I had about 500 medals, and I have given them out. I couldn't hold it, you guys. I've been talking with people here. As you said, this is my first Fiesta Flambeau Parade, and I'm so excited. But you know whose first time it's not? It's not Abby and her family's first time. They have been coming here since childhood. Say hello, you guys. Abby, tell me, how long have you guys been coming, attending to the Fiesta Flambeau Parade?
20 years, about 25 years.
25 years. Do you have any fond memories of when you used to come to the Flambeau Parade?
Yeah, so when we were younger, my mom used to bring us on the Via bus, and we would come, we have 5 siblings, and she would bring a big pot of brisket. We would always find the Red Cross sections, and come lunchtime we would feed everyone. So my mom always found a way to bring us.
What a beautiful memory, and of course I had to give them all the medals as well. They have such great energy. Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad you're here again. I cannot wait to continue to meet with the crowd. I think this is the best part. It's the energy for me, okay? We're gonna be here all night. We've got lots of beautiful floats on the way. They just finished the Spurs Fun Run, and shout out to you guys who find the fun in run, or put the fun in run, because I don't know that would be me, but you guys had smiles on your faces, and I mean, the energy is just incredible. I'm gonna toss it back to you guys for now, but come back later, because I know I'm gonna be finding some more families attending, but for now, I'm gonna toss it back to y'all. See y'all in a bit.
Thank you, Jada.
Okay.
Yes, we have families and people galore, and here's the thing. You know why I give these runners so much credit? Because of the odor. There's so much delicious food around here, around Fiesta. Even sitting here, I'm like, oh man, I'm hungry, I want to eat. And they are, I mean, this is a legit 5K that these runners...
Yes. The only running I'm going to do, by the way, is to the Gordita stand in just a little while when we go to break. But this was the scene a short time ago, and as Stefania mentioned, they extended the course this year, so this is a legit 5K. It's 3.1 miles. Last year, it was about 2.6 miles, so a slightly shorter race. But again, many of these runners dressed in their finest Fiesta gear, Spurs gear.
You want to see them tacos?
We had running tacos earlier.
Yes. Maybe you'll see them momentarily. And you know what I love about this, though, that they say that, oh, Fiesta is a party with a purpose.
Right.
With the running, it's not just a health issue, but proceeds from this race will support San Antonio's youth through Spurs Give. Spurs Give works to strengthen and also serve the community through impactful programming, player engagements, and community investments that really enrich the lives of youth all across our city.
So the nonprofit runs numerous programs throughout the city, from park renovations to the Spurs Youth Basketball League to free literacy and STEM Jam program, so they by now should have crossed the finish line. But again, congratulations to, look, I mean, runners young and not so young that were out there getting in a 5K just in time for the Flambeau parade.
We do have to give our girl Stephanie Serna a shout out because she is among those runners.
Of course
there.
she is.
Yeah, she's a legit runner, and I was hoping that we would catch a glimpse of her. But either way, Steph, we're proud of you for making it through here.
She's too fast for a camera.
Maybe.
But nonetheless, congrats to Steph for sure. Okay. All right, so back to the Fiesta Flambeau Parade. And again, many of you already know, it is known as the nation's largest illuminated night parade. And for a lot of San Antonians, it literally is their favorite Fiesta event.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to
It's
say,
up there.
Yeah, that's why each year the Flambeau Association president is looking for ways to up the ante and give spectators yet another exciting experience.
So we had a chance to actually catch up with the man behind the magic to see what goes into parade planning.
I get to help put on the largest illuminated night parade in the country. We have hundreds and hundreds of people. We have thousands of people along the parade route.
Meet James Fenimore, president of the Fiesta Flambeau for the second year in a row. Originally from El Paso, he kind of stumbled upon Fiesta.
And I had a route downtown, and I was trying to deliver tablecloths and napkins to meet Jada, and I couldn't get to it because of Fiesta. So that is my first experience with Fiesta.
Then got roped in.
A friend of mine was the president of the Vietnam veterans, and they needed someone to represent them at Fiesta, and he asked me to do it temporarily. That's been 34 years, and it's still a temporary job. I still represent the Vietnam veterans. We'll eventually find somebody to take my place. I realized I love Fiesta. Flambeau came calling, and the rest is history.
With dozens of awards and a reputation for the largest illuminated night parade, how does he keep up?
Lights, extra lights on everything this year. We brought in another thousands and thousands of lights because we're all about light at night. As soon as the sun goes down, Flambeau comes out to play.
And of course, going bigger.
We have a beautiful 48-foot two-piece float. I was going to ride in the Battle of Flowers parade. I got up to ours, and nothing had been changed since 2006. It was beautiful back then, but it needed some touch-up. So I called our float builder, got started working on it, and we put in pink and fuchsia and teal and orange. And then when I saw it, I said, this is beautiful, but it's not big enough. So our float builder said, let me build you another one.
This year, James has something even bigger up his sleeve.
One exciting thing that's coming up this year that we're very proud of is the Flambeau train. We rented the McAllen train last year. It was so popular, we decided to build our own train, and it's going to be debuting in the 2025 parade.
I literally gasped when I saw the
you.
train. Yeah, no, I was so excited to see that. Yeah.
I had a chance to get a little glimpse. It's the Flambeau Express, and there will be dignitaries. That's where you're going to see a lot of familiar faces riding on the Flambeau Express. And I have not seen it lit up yet, so that's what I'm looking forward to. But there are a number of organizations that have rebuilt or redone or upgraded their floats for this year, so this will be the first time we're seeing them tonight.
I say this year after year, the only way to fit in tonight is to stand out.
You have to. Yeah. Because you're competing.
It's a lot of color. There's a lot of light. And that's why it's so exciting, because even though you see people year after year, first of all, it's really nice that people come up to us year after year, and we're seeing a lot of these families.
Right.
You're seeing these kids grow up year after year, you know? And then, you know, it's so exciting to see them, but you kind of become a part of, like, family traditions and all of that, and it's just really nice to be a part of that.
Indeed, there are a number of schools from out of state. I don't know, if unofficially, Alabama might be the most represented among the well, besides Texas, of course, the other 49 states tonight. We have a lot of entries and bands from the state of Alabama here tonight, and you will hear about them in both English and in Spanish.
Love that. Okay, so KSAT, but we were talking about the man that we were just talking about,
James
upping the
Fenimore,
ante. Yes. Now, KSAT also upping the ante, hoping to bring this parade to a brand new audience. If you haven't heard, which you just mentioned, but we want to keep telling you about this, tonight's parade is also going to be streaming in Espanol. Patty Santos and Alejandra Becerra are your hosts over on KSAT.com and also KSAT Plus.
And they are literally prepping as we speak here off to the side. So their stream will start as soon as we see that parade come down the block. ¿Cómo se dice Fiesta Flambeau?
Así mismo, Fiesta Flambeau.
Fiesta Flambeau in Espanol on KSAT 12. So stand by for all of that here. We're just getting started here in downtown San Antonio. The 2025 Fiesta Flambeau Parade just minutes away right here on KSAT 12. Don't go away.
Leslie Savage Monroe, First Class Petty Officer for the United States Navy, a military police, originally from Detroit, Michigan, and I am so excited to celebrate Fiesta here in San Antonio. ¡Viva Fiesta!
Del parte del jefe y la oficina legal de ubicación, ¡que viva Fiesta!
At HEB, we bring you more fresh seafood than anyone else in Texas. We check it for quality every step of the way and make sure it's caught fresh, so it can be delivered from all over the world 7 days a week. You can call it Dock to Delicious. We call it fresh. And if it's fresh, it's HEB. One more reason, here, everything's better.
Who's Alex? Hey, pal. You know who's,
See you, Dad.
Happy birthday, Alex. That's so sweet. You remembered.
It's all about connecting with seamless connectivity from Spectrum.
Sunshine Cottage equips students who are deaf or hard of hearing with the tools and skills necessary to achieve their fullest potential with cutting-edge assistive hearing technologies and a supportive community. Through personalized approaches, we nurture confidence and provide an authentic school experience that goes beyond mere grade-level proficient. Discover how Sunshine Cottage can make a difference in your child's life. Visit sunshinecottage.org for more information. Bright futures begin here.
Okay, Jeff, it's your move.
Sorry, kid. I gotta do it.
Aw, man, that came out of nowhere.
Hey, if I've learned anything as an attorney, it's that you have to stay 2 moves ahead of your opponent.
Hey, Jeff, there's no fee unless we win, right?
Yep, that's right.
Well then, check, as in, get your checkbook out.
Hey, how'd you do that?
Thinking 4 moves ahead.
If you want more, call the fours.
Welcome back, my friends, to the Fiesta Flambeau free party where things are just getting started. We are moments away from the vanguard coming through. Almost 200 organizations and groups are showing off this year's theme, Deep in the Arts of Texas.
And as we mentioned off the top, this year there were 4 people chosen to represent different kinds of art as the Grand Marshals tonight. And so our first Grand Marshal we're going to profile here represents music. He may be small, but he is making a big impact when it comes to mariachi music.
That's right. So now let's get to know Mateo Lopez. With a booming voice, Mateo Lopez has accomplished a lot, even though he's only 10 years old.
Yo agarré el Guinness Book of World Records por el más joven mariachi del mundo. I sang for the Los Angeles Lakers, for the Los Angeles Clippers, then the Houston Rockets, which was just a couple months ago. I sang A Mi Manera with Kelly Clarkson's show, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson literally invited me to sing the national anthem for the San Antonio Brahmas.
And now his list of accomplishments includes Grand Marshal of the Fiesta Flambeau Parade.
Yo estoy muy orgulloso de mí. I never expected I would be the Grand Marshal of this year's 2025 parade, and I am thankful.
And even though being part of the music scene is fun for Mateo, he understands what it means to be part of the rich tradition of mariachi music.
Yo estoy representando mi cultura mexicana. When I put on my traje, that means professional. That means showtime. And I can't mess around in that traje because it's literally it's a figure. It's one of the biggest things in Mexico.
He might be young, but his vision for the future is clear.
I wanted this for the rest of my life. I think this is the right road. Me encanta, lo amo.
And for those who want to follow in his footsteps, he has this advice.
never give up and never let anyone take down your dreams. Always reach for the highest, even though there's someone always pushing you down. Always believe in yourself.
Sage advice from a very young Mateo Lopez, and what a voice. Oh.
We'll have to check the record books. He might be the youngest Grand Marshal in the history of the Fiesta Flambeau parade.
We'll have to get back to you on that.
And some people might remember the story. I believe he was 4 years old when there was a viral video that was taken. I believe it was at Mi Tierra downtown, where he got up and he was singing happy birthday to his mother. At just a simple family birthday dinner. Somebody happened to have a phone out and it posted and it went viral.
Wow.
And that's essentially how he was discovered, and that led to all of these performances and that you've seen him on the talk shows and the sports events and this and that. And he's got a very busy social calendar,
yes,
to say
he does.
the least.
And I can't wait to see what he does. It's
only 10.
I know, but he's got such a bright future.
I feel like a slacker. What was I doing when I was 10 years old?
Right, and he's like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Well, and I was with his parents recently, and he talks about there's a strict regiment that he and his family, his parents followed to preserve his voice. And he's very, like you saw, he's very serious when he puts on his traje. He's all business.
Yes.
And, I mean, the results now speak for themselves. So.
That's what it takes.
Yeah. Good for him.
So right now, we are waiting for the flyover to start, which we're very excited about. So, yeah, that's going to be the Air Force Reserve Command C-5M Super Galaxy aircraft that they're going to be taking part in this year's festivities. So we're just moments away from that starting.
That is a look at the very beginning of the parade. And again, I know for Battle of Flowers, a lot of people, yesterday couldn't quite see the flyover because of the cloud cover and everything. But again, I'm no meteorologist, but there is not a cloud in the sky anywhere to be seen in any direction. But again, this is the start of the parade. You just saw David Christian walk by, the president of the Fiesta Commission. You see the military members and the flags and everybody lining up. So this is the first thing you will see essentially on air and here along the parade route when things get started in just a little bit.
Don't you feel like it's just the anticipation is building?
Oh, for sure.
Because when you see the very beginning, and you have to remember, I mean, there are just under 200 floats.
Yeah, no, it's got to start somewhere, and this is it right here. So again, I always enjoy the Fiesta experience through somebody who's having it for the very first time, and in this case, we happen to have Jada Pickett, who is about to witness her first ever Fiesta Flambeau parade, and I would challenge anybody to find a better seat, if you will, than what you have.
That's right. Listen, as you can see in my hair, I got cascarones thrown in my hair. We've been taking selfies. It's been such a good time as we await the parade to start. But in speaking of best seats in the house, I think this family has me beat. They have the best seats here in the house. They've been going for several years, but it is our cuties' first parade. How exciting is that? Now, can you tell me, how many years have you been attending the Flambeau parade?
Oh, since I was young, very young, yeah.
Wow. Okay, and you were telling me earlier, because I was asking for some tips. What are your top tips when attending a parade? You were talking about making sure you pay for your seats?
Front row tickets.
Get those front
row tickets, yes.
Any favorite Fiesta meal or Fiesta food?
Fiesta meal probably would be a chicken on a stick.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your favorite meal?
A turkey leg.
Turkey leg. You got a favorite meal?
No. Just a corn on a cup.
Corn on a cup. That's a good one. That's the one that I'm going to choose too. See, we're having so much fun. Look, we got cascarones over here. I'm going to be looking for my next victim of cascarones too. It might be y'all over here. Viva Fiesta. I'm going to toss it back to y'all for now. See y'all in a little bit.
All right, the cascaron budget was in jeopardy earlier because of the price of eggs and everything, but we were able to, have some money available to get some good cascarones this year.
Somehow we were able to make it work.
Exactly.
Now, I want us to take a look now. I believe we have a shot here of the start of the parade right there. The anticipation is building. This is a very busy day here in San Antonio. Not only was there the King William Parade this morning, and now we have Flambeau, but you have to remember there's also an election.
Yes.
So I will interject here in just a few minutes when we get the first results from our mayoral election. 27 candidates running, and we're going to give you the results in just a little bit, the initial results with the candidates that are leading as soon as that information comes
And
through.
what's interesting is not too far from where we're sitting, there is a private section that is reserved for dignitaries, and I'm told that the mayor and some of the candidates who quite literally are running for mayor tonight may be present here this evening. So it's quite interesting. The Kentucky Derby was also earlier today. So just trying to squeeze all of these major things into one Saturday is pretty interesting.
Yeah, don't know how you do that, but okay. All right, what's that there?
The San Antonio Powwow, yeah, the association, and they are blessing, providing a blessing here at the beginning of the parade route.
Okay, let's listen into what's happening there.
So the United San Antonio Powwow, again, led by the great Erwin DeLuna, who's been doing this for a long time. He's the president of that organization, a member of the Navajo tribe, and Calvin Osife, the vice president. Dakota Prairie Rose Osife is the 2025 Powwow Princess.
Yes, and you know, this is something that it's part of the tradition of Fiesta Flambeau. They do a blessing in front of the Alamo. They did it in the past 2 years, and this year they did a blessing before the start of the parade for all of the entries and the community of San Antonio, and they're going to continue to celebrate with the community as they lead the vanguard for this year's parade.
Yeah, and celebrations of traditions of powwow. It's an official Fiesta event. I actually have had the privilege of attending this a number of times. It's been going back till 2005, and it is quite a sight to behold when you see these blessings and the performances and just the culture and everything. They do an amazing job during Fiesta of representing.
And I love how San Antonio also absorbs so many other cultures, and this is part of that as well. People look forward to this every year, and this is how you know the parade is about to start.
So this year's powwow official sponsors include the San Antonio Fiesta Commission, the American Indians in Texas, Spanish Colonial Missions, and the generous contribution and support of the Gomez Law Firm. You will hear the words Gomez Law Firm a lot tonight because they've been very generous, and you'll see them throughout the parade tonight. But we're going to step aside here as we continue on. The blessing continues here, and we are awaiting the start of the 2025 Fiesta Flambeau Parade, so don't go away.
Hola, bienvenidos a Next Level Urgent Care. En Next Level Urgent Care, entienden que las lesiones no esperan a la próxima cita disponible. La aplicación Next Level le permite ponerse en línea virtualmente, lo que significa que su médico lo verá antes.
Hello, my name is Natalie Gomez, and for over 50 years, the Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for our community, and we are so proud to be the official law firm for Fiesta San Antonio. Fiesta is serious community business because when we Fiesta for San Antonio, we give back to over 100 nonprofits that assist in benefit basic needs, arts and culture, historic preservation, and education.
Gomez Law fights, Gomez Law cares.
Installation day at the Morgans, and Window Nation is really coming through, replacing those old, worn-out windows.
Bob, the windows are a perfect fit thanks to their experienced lineup of pros.
These guys pay incredible attention to detail, and they work so fast.
So glad we chose Window Nation.
Oh, even the Joneses are noticing.
Are not to notice such high quality at such an affordable price. Looks like the neighbors are on deck for their free estimate.
Get your free estimate today. Buy 4 windows and get 4 free, plus no interest for 2 years. Go to getwindownation.com.
Good Time Charlie's. Come and enjoy our award-winning chicken fried steak and our full bar selections and local craft beers. Thank you, San Antonio, for making us your friend, and open since 1979. Good Time Charlie's, Broadway and Mulberry.
Many of you were looking forward to this, and here we go. We promised a flyover, and there it is. There, the Air Force Reserve Command C-5M Super Galaxy aircraft is taking part in this year's festivities. The C-5M is the largest aircraft in the United States Air Force inventory, and piloting the aircraft is Lieutenant Colonel Peter Stipetich, along with co-pilot Major Kyle Byrne.
So both pilots serve in the 68th Airlift Squadron, which is part of the 433rd Airlift Wing, commonly known as the Alamo Wing, which is located at Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland. The Alamo Wing is composed of more than 2,500 citizen airmen who serve their country across a dynamic range of roles while maintaining civilian careers within the San Antonio community and across the country. So always, these flyovers to me never get old.
No, always just a beautiful thing to see. And yeah, we are also waiting for these early election results, which I will give you in a moment. Again, very busy day here in San Antonio. And we have to talk about literary arts because that's an important medium that we just can't forget about. Our next honorary Grand Marshal is not just a talented writer, no, but a champion for the city of San Antonio.
And has been for a long time. Carmen Tafoya was the first ever poet laureate and has won numerous awards and recognitions for her bilingual children's books, which always portray life as a Latina.
That's right, and we caught up with her to see how celebrations like Fiesta shaped her career and also inspired some of her favorite stories.
I'm Dr. Carmen Tafoya, and I'm this year's honorary Grand Marshal for the Fiesta Flambeau, representing the literary arts. I am from the west side barrios of San Antonio. I feel like this is the place in the whole world that speaks to me the most. La tierra, the river, the dirt, the air, the culture, the people carry a very special cariño and a joyfulness. It's a city full of compassion and caring, and it's a city that is located deep in the arts of Texas. If I can do something that respects the San Antonio that people love, if I can write something or speak something, declaim something or act out something that makes them laugh and feel good about who they are and say, yeah, that's me, that's the way I'm gonna do it. You know, then that's my highest goal.
Esa parte de Carmen Tafoya, platícame un poquito. Tell me a little bit about your artist part.
I love writing. I have always loved creativity in the arts in any shape, but unfortunately we didn't have a camera, so I didn't become a photographer. We didn't have paints at home, so I didn't become an artist. But we had paper and we had pencil, and I was around people that told stories. And growing up in the barrio, I didn't know that there was such a thing as going to college for being a writer. So I hoped that maybe someday, if I was very lucky, I would get maybe just a little bitty poem published in some book someplace. So that idea was in my head by the time I was 10 or 12. And I was 23 years old. And so finally I put out my first book, and it was jointly with two other Mexican-American poets, and they said we could call it Cecilio Reyes y Carmen, and I thought, yes. In 2012, Mayor Julian Castro, who was mayor at that time in San Antonio, appointed me as the city's first poet laureate. And then 2 years after that, I became State Poet Laureate of Texas. I was able to work with students in all parts of the state and help them write their own work and show them that poetry doesn't have to be just the $10 words and the $100 words. It can be told in the simple words of everyday life. And that's what I strive to do with my poetry, is to illuminate the beauty of the people of this city and the way they talk and the way they laugh and the way they party.
There's nothing that we haven't seen, and there's nothing that we can't fix. And that's why you call Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can do all the things that make summer, summer. Take a Grand Highlander and go root for the home team. Send newlyweds off in a Camry. Congrats. Thanks. Or catch some waves with a RAV4. Still got it.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Your summer starts here. That limbo.
Toyota, let's go places.
For over 35 years, La Michoacana Meat Market has been the home to original and authentic marinated meats here in Texas. Whether you're dining in at our in-store taqueria or taking your favorite cuts home to your grill, you know you'll always get the best quality meats for the perfect carne asadas here at La Michoacana Meat Market. So fire up the grill and invite La Familia. La Michoacana Meat Market, home of the original and authentic marinated meats.
San Antonio, it's that time of year. Fiesta is here. As we celebrate with friends, family, and fun, remember, safety comes first. But if things don't go as planned, Carabin Law is here for you. At Carabin Law, we have real experience that gets real results. We care about our clients, and our lawyers will meet you as often as you need. So, if an accident happens, call us. Don't worry, we've got you. Fiesta safe, San Antonio.
It's all about choices, and the choice to attend Ready to Work turned my life around. I needed a fresh start, and I chose Ready to Work, and it changed my life. With emergency funding available, I was able to take advantage of that. I completed my job training without worrying about how I was going to make ends meet. They assisted with financial counseling, they helped my resume stand out, and they also got me ready for job interviews. My case manager worked with me every step of the way. Now I'm excited to build my career thanks to Ready to Work.
Remember the theme of Fiesta Flambeau, deep in the arts of Texas. Of course, we got the literary arts, we have the music, we have the visual arts, but we cannot forget about the culinary arts, because here in San Antonio, we're all about the culinary arts. So the reason why we're here with Chef Johnny Hernandez is because you were named honorary Grand Marshal of the Flambeau Parade of Fiesta.
What an honor, yes. Culinary arts has come a long way in our city. You know, we are a UNESCO city of gastronomy. We have a very unique cuisine here in San Antonio. You know, this Mexican cultura that has shaped our local food, to me, is what makes us different and from any other city in America. And we love to share our art with our customers every day. Here on the south side of La Gloria, we specialize on parrilladas, live fire cooking, very traditional.
You guys know that one of the things that is very, very big is a chicken on a stick. But I think you're going to set a new trend this year.
Yes.
Because we got a bunch of things on a stick.
Yeah.
Show me what you got going on.
We have the biggest chicken on a stick here on the south side, right here. So we have our chicken that we skewer and we marinate this overnight over mesquite. And then probably one of my favorite are the ribs, so the costillas.
And I want to learn how to do that.
There's an art to it. We practiced a lot. We worked on this.
I think he's gonna leave the difficult part for me, but I'm up for the challenge. Okay, so obviously skewering ribs and skewering a cabrito is not the same.
Not the same. This is an art for sure, and it takes a lot of practice, a lot of skill. Right along the vertebra into the neck side and stay really close. Okay. But this will go right through there.
Did we apply anesthesia to this?
Yes. Yeah, and you're staying really close to the bone. That way it adheres to the rod. All right, there. Take your time.
This is not easy.
No, it's not. It's not. And if it doesn't go through, this is what you have to do.
There it is.
You're going to put that point
there we go.
Through this leg.
Okay.
And then that leg.
Some cabrito yoga going on.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Now you did that really nicely. And then this goes directly to the fire.
It doesn't look very appetizing right now. but we got the magic of TV. Yes. We got one ready.
This is our house rib.
I need a moment. The only thing we're missing on TV is the smell.
Oh. This is a style of cooking that, you know, many of us grew up with, right? So very traditional, right? The cabritos, the families come for the cabritos very often. Families will come here and they will enjoy, and they'll order the whole thing.
So do you foresee, I don't know, maybe this is going to be a new trend, you know, people dancing the cumbia, you know, downtown with their chicken on a stick. Now they're going to be walking out with a varilla.
This is what makes the Southside location unique, is all this live fire. And then, of course, we have enchiladas and other styles of food. But these are the arts, right?
We're going to see your little cart like this during Fiesta, because I will be first in line.
Next year we'll be able to do it, but there's a lot of renovations in our downtown. We're very involved. We have an outdoor kitchen in La Villa where this will be happening.
So
next year.
There you have it.
Wow, that made me so hungry.
Next year we need to get that assignment.
Yes.
Okay, I was just going to say, like, how great would it be if Johnny was, I don't know if he can do it with the regulations, if he was like live fire grilling on the float as he was coming by tonight, but...
That would be awesome. Okay, so we're about to start the parade right now. It's about to become official over at Main and Cypress. Okay, the Flambeau president is going to say a few words and usher in the parade.
Right, so again, we're standing by because Patsy Torres is going to kick us off here with the national anthem. Of course, the legendary Dr. Patsy Torres, if you will, a Tejano star among other things, and there she is standing by. The San Antonio native was among a handful of female artists who, of course, blazed a trail in Tejano industry back in the 80s and early 90s, and of course, continues to perform today.
That's right, she rose to stardom along with Shelly Lares and Selena Quintanilla.
So today, she's using her doctorate degree and decades of experience in music to inspire young students to stay in school and reach for the stars. And so now, again, we await the singing of the national anthem by the great Dr. Patsy Torres.
Let's listen.
Okay,
so it looks like she still has a little bit to go. Maybe she's
yeah, we're not queuing her.
Up.
Yeah,
no,
we're not queuing her. She's got people on standby. Look at, she always looks, the fashion is always on point with Dr. Patsy, and so
can't wait to see what that outfit looks like tonight with all the lights, right?
Yeah. If there's an illuminated part to all of that, but yeah, she's been around for so long, and still continues it. She does the Patsy Cline covers and all kinds of other things, and gives back to the community whenever she can. So again, we're standing by for her to perform the national anthem.
So there's another thing that we just wanted to remind you is that, you know, we also have a Spanish live stream
for sure
going on tonight. Don't forget that if you or a family member would like to watch the parade in Espanol, you could find it on KSAT Plus and also KSAT.com. And I love these street cameras there. Okay, there's a QR code there. That'll take you directly to our Spanish broadcast. Patty Santos is going to be hosting that along with Alejandra Becerra. She's the one that you saw there with the chef.
Chef Johnny.
Enjoying all of that delicious food.
Yeah, and they've been doing a great job. So again, this is the first year that we've had the Fiesta parades in Spanish, and so we'll have to see if that continues. But I know we're part of that as well this week.
Yeah, flowers.
Battle of Flowers.
Battle of Flowers.
So kudos to you for back-to-back parades.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Obviously, I mean, I gave away my bias earlier. This is obviously my favorite.
Yeah.
And you know, the parade gods are smiling upon us right now because it's not as hot or beaming hot as it was just a little earlier today. Yeah, the sun is going down, and you see the streets are starting to fill up, and there were a lot of people out there earlier today with the umbrellas and tarps and things like that to protect themselves, because you have to remember, to get a good spot here, you really have to stake it out.
And everybody has their own favorite parade. You know, we were talking about that earlier, but I think you touched on the fact that essentially this is kind of the finale of Fiesta. I know there's a few things happening tomorrow, of course, but this is essentially the last major event of Fiesta in terms of the parades. And I had the honor of riding in this parade last year with Ray Feo. I was on the court last year for Ray Feo, and it's just such an experience. And I think in recent years we've had really good weather for Flambeau night, and I think tonight is going to be the same kind of thing.
Okay, in any moment now, we could get the national anthem but we are just standing by and waiting for that. It's Tejano star Patsy Torres is going to be, Dr. Patsy Torres, like you said, is going to sing that, the national anthem at any moment now. But now you're just getting a live look of people essentially preparing for tonight's Fiesta Flambeau parade, walking along that route. And I just can't wait to see 3 miles.
Yes.
Of our beautiful city, right in the center of our beautiful city, all lit up tonight as people get excited. And really, this is just a showing of our entire city, right? All of the different organizations that we have around here and all the wonderful work that they do. And it's all on display. It's really nice.
San Antonio at its best. Okay, we are standing by again, the national anthem. When we come back from Dr. Patsy Torres here for the 2025 Fiesta Flambeau Parade.
Peter Pepper Pizza isn't just fun, it's fun. And right now, fun is way bigger for only $1. You can make any large pizza and extra large for only $1 more. Fun is a price that's perfect any day of the week. At Peter Pepper Pizza, the fun is baked in.
Every year, thousands of people are seriously injured in crashes involving large trucks and 18-wheelers. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe that justice should be accessible to all truck accident victims, regardless of their financial situation. This is why we're happy to offer our no-win, no-fee promise. When you hire Thomas J. Henry, you don't pay us unless we win your case. Thomas J. Henry handles serious trucking cases and gets serious results for injured clients. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
At HEB, we bring you more fresh seafood than anyone else in Texas. We check it for quality every step of the way and make sure it's caught fresh, so it can be delivered from all over the world 7 days a week. You can call it dock to delicious. We call it fresh. And if it's fresh, it's HEB. One more reason, here, everything's better.
Get ready for Garth Brooks and the biggest weekend in sports in 2025. October 18th at the Formula One United States Grand Prix Superstage. This is Garth's only scheduled appearance for the rest of 2025. So don't miss out. Garth Brooks, one night only. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com/Garth Brooks. For more information, visit thecircuit.com.
Peter Pepper Pizza isn't just fun, it's fun. And right now, fun is way bigger for only $1. You can make any large pizza and extra large for only $1 more. Fun is a price that's perfect any day of the week. At Peter Pepper Pizza, the fun is baked in.
3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we fought were still gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ready? We're going to say 1, 2, 3, Viva Fiesta, and we're going to get the ribbon. Ready? Viva Flambeau. Viva Flambeau. 1, 2, 3, Viva Flambeau. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Viva Flambeau!
directly into James Fenmore's jacket because oh my gosh, he's the director of the Flambeau, or the president of the Flambeau parade, as we saw earlier, and he just cut the ribbon, so now it is official.
Now it's official, so we're just a few minutes away from the floats, the dancers, the music.
All of it.
All of it is about to start in a few minutes, my friends, so stay right where you are. This is the moment where if you've got to go to the bathroom, if you're watching us from home, you want to get something to drink, you want to get the chips, the salsa, no judgment. My friends, now is the time to do that because Fiesta Flambeau 2025 is about to start in a few minutes on the other side of this break.
On behalf of El Jefe and the law officer Roberto Castillo, que viva Fiesta! Viva Fiesta!
For over 75 years, Kielbasa has been proud to enrich lives in the community. Find Kielbasa smoked sausages at your local grocery store or come visit the company store. Wishing you a fun and safe fiesta. From everyone at Kielbasa, Viva Fiesta!
Hi, welcome to Next Level Urgent Care. How may I help you?
At Next Level Urgent Care, they understand that injuries don't wait around for the next available appointment. The Next Level app lets you get in line virtually, which means you get seen by your doctor sooner. Get back to healthy with Next Level Urgent Care.
Sunshine Cottage equips students who are deaf or hard of hearing with the tools and skills necessary to achieve their fullest potential with cutting-edge assistive hearing technologies and a supportive community. Through personalized approaches, we nurture confidence and provide an authentic school experience that goes beyond mere grade-level proficient. Discover how Sunshine Cottage can make a difference in your child's life. Visit sunshinecottage.org for more information. Bright futures begin here.
Thanks for letting us come into your home each week. We pray for you, and we're believing that you're going to see God's goodness in amazing ways. Stand still, and you'll see God deliver you. When you remain at rest, Almighty God fights your battles. Everybody around you is going to have no doubt the God you serve is an awesome God. I'll promise you this, every time you turn us on, we're going to try to inspire you, to challenge you, to help you become all God's created you to be.
Everything is going up, but at Cowboys AC, we're keeping more money in your pocket. For $69, our expert techs will perform our spring tune-up. We'll keep your system running cool all season long, guaranteed, or credit the cost toward your replacement. Just call Cowboys AC today.
For over 75 years, Kielbasa has been proud to enrich lives in the community. Find Kielbasa smoked sausages at your local grocery store or come visit the company store. Wishing you a fun and safe fiesta. From everyone at Kielbasa, Viva Fiesta!
We are back, Flambeau, getting ready to start here in just a few minutes. We mentioned this year there are actually 4 Grand Marshals, honorary Grand Marshals, and we want to take a moment to profile the last of the honorary Grand Marshals and introduce them to you tonight. So Joe Villarreal was a unique and talented visual artist, beloved in the community, but sadly, he passed away just a few weeks ago. Nonetheless, his legacy will forever be etched into the fabric of this city.
And we're so honored to tell his story. He dedicated his life to his art. He's a San Antonio native, started painting when he was just 4. He graduated from Fox Tech High School, went on to Warren Hunter School of Art, and then spent most of his career as a graphic designer.
But in his spare time, he created art that can still be seen all across the city, like places like Ray's Drive-In, at City Hall, at Texas A&M University, San Antonio.
And most recently, he unveiled a 2-piece sculpture on the west side dedicated to what he called the simpler times, portraying childhood pastimes, El Trompo and El Papalote.
So El Papalote was actually turned into a Fiesta medal this year, and our producer had the chance to meet Joe when he was named honorary Grand Marshal, and he was so excited to be a part of the collection of artists tonight. Now, Joe told us that some of his
grand moment in my life, and I want to wear this title with honor and to share it with all the artists in San Antonio. Artists of all kinds, whether they're doing culinary, whether they're doing writing poems, being painters, sculptors, musicians. It is really, it's a great presentation to bring this to San Antonio and show everyone what we do. It's our culture.
Yeah, so the late, great Joe Villarreal being honored in a number of ways tonight and being remembered. And he actually he told us that, and in that interview, that some of his favorite Fiesta memories were braving the day parade heat, battle flowers, and buying baskets to stand taller than the crowds, so he could look over and see when he was a little kid.
Wow. Now, Joe will most certainly be missed by the artist community, the Fiesta community, and San Antonio, really, as a whole. So from the bottom of our hearts here at KSAT 12 and Flambeau. Joe, this one's for you.
De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, viene bajando. Un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo, va contrabando. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ese lunar que tienes, cielito lindo, junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, tiene mi alma y a mí me toca. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones.
Hello, my name is Natalie Gomez, and for over 50 years, the Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for our community, and we are so proud to be the official law firm for Fiesta San Antonio. Fiesta is serious community business because when we Fiesta for San Antonio, we give back to over 100 nonprofits that assist and benefit basic needs, arts and culture, historic preservation, and education.
Gomez Law fights, Gomez Law cares.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? Spectrum is bringing together the streaming apps you love. Plus, live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. All in one place, across your devices. So no matter when or where you are, it's all here. Spectrum.
Sauced and tossed chicken strips at DQ. So delicious, so saucy, so craveable. They're making everyone go beast mode. Oh. Well, almost everyone. Oh. Try sauced and tossed chicken strips today in new spicy buffalo or honey barbecue. Sure to bring out your inner beast.
That's what I like about Texas.
So, my friends, in addition to Fiesta Flambeau, which we have going on, we're also keeping an eye on the mayoral election and the results coming through for that. Now, we don't have the final numbers just yet, but we do have the early voting numbers. And so far, the top two in the 27-person mayoral race, coming out on top, just again, these are just the early voting numbers. Gina Ortiz-Jones coming in at 27% support, and Rolando Pablos coming in at 15% support. Ortiz-Jones is an Air Force veteran. She served as Undersecretary of the Air Force under the Biden administration, and Rolando Pablos was the former Texas Secretary of State. Now, we're paying very close attention to these numbers, and obviously the final numbers aren't here just yet, but whoever the top two people are in this very crowded 27-person race, they're going to go to a runoff, and that runoff is going to be taking place on June 7th.
Okay, wanted to get that in because it's such an interesting night in San Antonio. Have a mayoral election and a Flambeau parade happening simultaneously, so we'll continue to keep you updated here. Whatever your political affiliation, we can agree that Jada Pickett is living her best Fiesta life this week, and she's still looking because she's added a boa now to her repertoire.
Why not?
Listen, I'm having an amazing time. Sorry, I'm getting excited. I don't know if I'm talking prematurely, Ernie. I'm sorry, my bad. But I am out here. I'm giving out medals. But not only am I giving out medals, people are giving me medals. You got to meet my friend Sophia. She gave me this gorgeous medal. Sophia, how long have you been coming to the Flambeau Parade?
12 years.
12 years. And how old are you?
12.
12. She's been going since she's entered into this world, y'all. That is a true fan here. And Viva Fiesta. We got the police. Wait a minute. What's they got sticking out there? We got some high heel shoes going on. Listen, the sun is setting. We've got a sight to see here even before the Flambeau Parade has even started. Sophia, thank you so much for my medal. I hope you enjoy your time at the parade, and I have to give you another boa too. Enjoy your time for your 12th year here at the parade. Viva Fiesta, everybody! Woo! All right, y'all, I know we got a show to see, so I'll talk to y'all later on. I'll toss it back to you guys for now.
I think you just got a show. I didn't realize SAPD were so limber.
Yes. Love it. Okay. Anything goes here. It is, after all, Fiesta Flambeau.
It's new meaning to show me your shoes.
Yeah,
I'm going to need a few minutes to unsee that, but nonetheless.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, wait, how?
No. Very good. Yeah, so we'll show me your shoes. Of course, will be heard hundreds and hundreds of times tonight.
So right before we show you everything that's happening with the parade, we just want to give a shout out to the San Antonio River Authority, because our broadcast location, which is where we are now, a new location, is right on top of the San Antonio River. Obviously a popular area for people who live and work downtown. 9 million people visit the Riverwalk every single year. And the people at the San Antonio River Authority are the ones who keep it clean and beautiful for tourists, but also for us too.
They just had an amazing Fiesta Flotilla event last weekend with a record crowd there. So we salute Derek Bays and everybody at the San Antonio River Authority for being gracious hosts here for us tonight. All right, quick break for us. We're still going to step aside again, awaiting the start of the 2025 Fiesta Flambeau Parade on KSAT 12. Don't go away.
Del parte del jefe y la oficina legal de Rudy Castillo, ¡que viva Fiesta! ¡Viva Fiesta!
Installation day at the Morgans, and Window Nation is really coming through, replacing those old, worn-out windows.
Bob, the windows are a perfect fit thanks to their experienced lineup of pros.
These guys pay incredible attention to detail, and they work so fast.
So glad we chose Window Nation.
Well, even the Joneses are noticing.
Are not to notice such high quality at such an affordable price. Looks like the neighbors are on deck for their free estimate.
Get your free estimate today. Buy 4 windows and get 4 free, plus no interest for 2 years. Go to getwindownation.com.
Get ready for Garth Brooks and the biggest weekend in sports in 2025. October 18th at the Formula One United States Grand Prix Superstage. This is Garth's only scheduled appearance for the rest of 2025. So don't miss out. Garth Brooks, one night only. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com/Garth Brooks. For more information, visit thecircuit.com.
We're built for athletes like Caden, who's been 100% seizure-free for more than 2 years. Teens like Havley, who's diving back into life after hip dysplasia surgery. And we're built for kids like Amara, who didn't let multiple heart surgeries slow her down at all. At Christus Children's, we're built for one purpose: to help kids and families live happy, healthy lives. Your children, your family, our purpose.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can do all the things that make summer, summer. Take a Grand Highlander and go root for the home team. Send newlyweds off in a Camry. Congrats. Thanks. Or catch some waves with a RAV4. Still got it.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Your summer starts here. That limbo.
Toyota, let's go places.
I hope that everybody's ready. Welcome to Fiesta Flambeau 2025, and these are the Vanguard right here, the Civil Air Patrol Honor Guard, an auxiliary of the United States Air Force.
A fitting start in Military City, USA. You don't have the parade until you have the Vanguard first. So besides marching, they provide search and rescue, aerospace education to cadets, and they provide airplane training, leadership, and management skills.
So our cadets came from Randolph and Lackland Air Force bases, as well as Alamo Base at Stimson Field.
Very good. Okay, on to, and there's some of SAPD's finest right there. We see, again, the Vanguard underway now for the 2025 Fiesta Flambeau Parade, and it is led by the Civil Air Patrol.
We're looking there. Obviously, you hear the crowd all pumped up as they start, or they start the Vanguard portion of the parade, and then we have Longfellow Middle School LOTC, which stands for Leadership Officer Training Corps middle school students. This is a group that is proud to participate in this year's Fiesta Flambeau. After many years of volunteer participation, they carry banners, flags, and also they have had to do that. They've had the pooper scooper.
Has to be done. Has to be done.
Yes.
The Spartan LOTC group participates in many local events to include food banks, food distribution, drill and ceremony competitions, and much more. So we salute Longfellow Middle School LOTC, and there they are.
And their motto is one team, one goal. Love that. Go Spartans, and SAISD leads the way. All right. So they're teaching and modeling and motivating their students for civic and volunteer participation as future leaders.
Okay, on to JBSA Fort Sam Houston. These guys are going to get a lot of love tonight for sure. The United States Army from Joint Base San Antonio, Fort Sam Houston. This year, the U.S. Army is celebrating its 250th birthday. As America's senior service, the Army played an essential role in the founding of the U.S. as an independent nation and of course, winning the Revolutionary War.
All right, because, you know, there is no United States without the Army.
Yes.
And today's Army is continuously transforming to protect and defend America's interests. There are more than 200 job specialties for soldiers and more than 500 job specialties for Army civilians.
We saw the military ambassadors. There they are right there. So 2 ambassadors from each of the 6 branches of the military are chosen. And there they are, the 2025 JBSA military ambassadors. Again, two are chosen from each of the services: Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Space Force.
Yeah, and those ambassadors are fine examples of the excellent character of our military service members, specially picked. As citizens of Military City, USA, they continue this tradition of friendship and understanding. 9 years ago, the Military Civilian Charitable Foundation was formed as an affiliate of the club and the charitable outreach arm for the members.
Fantastic. All right, on to the Women's Club of San Antonio. Leading the way this year is Sandra Ojeda Medina, the 2025 president of the Women's Club of San Antonio, organized back on October 1st, 1898. For over 125 years, they've played a vital role in shaping San Antonio's community and culture.
And among their many accomplishments, they were one of the founding organizers of the San Antonio Women's Federation and the first club in Texas to endorse women's suffrage.
There you go.
That's awesome.
And the rest is history, as they say.
At the turn of the 20th century, they also established mothers' clubs in schools, what we now know as the PTA, and they also advocated for homemaking instruction to be added to public school curriculums.
Very good.
And we're just trying to get a look to see which group this is here, because we want to give everybody here a shout out. Okay. So the Vietnam Veterans of San Antonio, Chapter 336.
Of course, salute all of our armed service members who served in all the wars, in particular Vietnam. We're moving on to the Defense Language Institute here, the English Language Center at Joint Base San Antonio, keeping with the military theme. Known as the Gateway to America, they build security cooperation through English language training and cultural immersion.
All right, and now we have the Al-Safar Shriners. The San Antonio Al-Safar Shrine is a philanthropic fraternal organization comprised of Masons from the south central area of Texas, and they've been around since 1922. They're one of the largest pediatric subspecialty healthcare systems in the world, and they operate 22 children's hospitals in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico.
And they are always a lot of fun with the miniature cars, and they always have a lot of fun. They quite literally have helped millions of children walk, and no parade would be complete without them. And the oversized red wagon there.
It reminds me of those wagons that we also had as kids, right?
Yeah, the little red wagon for sure. Yeah.
We have it obviously the crowd very excited to see everybody. Although I haven't really seen many shoes just yet.
Not yet.
Maybe after that SAPD officer, we just yeah. Tough act to follow, right?
Indeed, indeed. And so we salute once again the Al-Safar Shriners. All right, Military Order of the Purple Heart is up next, Chapter 1836. The Alamo Chapter 1836, Military Order of the Purple Heart, is the largest chapter in the nation and is composed of combat veterans who were wounded in battle.
Yeah, and their motto is, all gave some gave all.
Military Order of the Purple Hearts. Can we salute them as well? You see the different wars there, the World War II, yep.
Korea, Vietnam, Iraq. Afghanistan.
Yeah, no,
yes.
for sure. Okay, not sure how to transition out of that, but to Ghostbusters SATX, which is next. Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Thank you. Very well. They're there with their proton packs in hand. They're a nonprofit organization that's been lighting up San Antonio and Central Texas with their ghost-busting spirit since 2014.
Yeah, dedicated to community service, they inspire kindness, friendship, and strength while supporting local causes like Child Advocates San Antonio, or CASA.
Is that Dozer? Or I believe it was Gozer or Dozer, the dog, and of course the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. Whether it's parades, school events, or conventions, Ghostbusters SATX brings joy and excitement wherever you go. So one more time, when you're at the Flambeau Parade, who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters!
Okay. Navy Talent Acquisition Group San Antonio is up next.
That's a replica of the USS San Antonio LPD-17. It's owned and maintained by Navy Talent Acquisition Group right here in San Antonio.
Now, their area of responsibility includes more than 30 Navy enlisted and officer recruiting stations spread out through 144,000 square miles of Central and South Texas territory.
Look how lit up they are, and I just can't, oh look, they're popping the confetti right now, and this is the first float that I've seen that's lit up, and I can't wait. I mean, it's still semi-light out.
Right, a little bit.
Oh, I can't wait until it gets dark.
And a bunch of sailors following behind that.
With sabers.
Indeed.
Because why not?
Okay, our first taste of music, if you will, from St. Anthony Catholic High School.
That's right. That's the junior ROTC. Let's listen.
I believe that's Young Men's Leadership Academy, the Wheatley band here that just passed by, celebrating their 10th anniversary. And we want to salute Principal Derek Brown, who's celebrating his 10th year as well.
Been with them since the very beginning, nestled in the east side of San Antonio, and they're housed in the legendary and historical Wheatley High School. This is the only public all-boys school in San Antonio, offering 6th through 8th through 12th grade.
Now, this is San Antonio Armed Forces Parade Association. They're a 501c3 nonprofit, and it was formed to honor all the armed forces.
That's right. We'd like to let all our veterans and their families know that we exist in order to assist them in the times of need. That's what the group says.
Yeah.
And obviously, we salute all of our current veterans and remember our deceased veteran members who served our country. So big salute to all veterans and also Viva Fiesta. That's their message too.
Indeed. And look at that. There's a lot happening on that float right there, which is awesome to see.
Let's look at the group that's there behind them.
This is the Dance and Drum con Orgullo here from San Antonio. Look, they're local, and I think they have the most balloons of any. If I'm not mistaken. They're an early favorite for most balloons.
Good thing it's not windy. They would just fly away.
That's
right?
true. They were established by John Nunez in 2024. It's a group of diverse individuals of all ages, and while they're not performing, they enjoy being out in the community as volunteers with local nonprofits.
Yeah, and they say they dance and drum with pride for their city.
Fantastic. All right, we're going to step aside. Just getting started here, the 2025 Fiesta Flambeau Parade getting underway in downtown San Antonio here on KSAT 12.
Hola, bienvenidos a Next Level Urgent Care.
En Next Level Urgent Care, entienden que las sesiones no esperan a la próxima cita disponible. La aplicación Next Level le permite ponerse en línea virtualmente, lo que significa que su médico lo verá antes.
Hello, my name is Natalie Gomez, and for over 50 years, the Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for our community, and we are so proud to be the official law firm for Fiesta San Antonio. Fiesta is serious community business because when we Fiesta for San Antonio, we give back to over 100 nonprofits that assist and benefit basic needs, arts and culture, historic preservation, and education.
Gomez Law Fight, Gomez Law Cares.
If there is a business that has reservations about partnering with the Ready to Work program, we would encourage them to think about the importance of taking care of our community. This program is aiding in the overall quality of life for an individual. It truly reminds me of the saying, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but if you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. SA Ready to Work is helping individuals be successful for a lifetime.
This year at the First Baptist Church of San Antonio, we're digging deeper into the second greatest commandment, to love your neighbor as yourself. And we want to love you well, and we want you to come and be a part of what's happening in the heart of San Antonio.
At HEB, we bring you more fresh seafood than anyone else in Texas. We check it for quality every step of the way and make sure it's caught fresh, so it can be delivered from all over the world 7 days a week. You can call it dock to delicious. We call it fresh. And if it's fresh, it's HEB. One more reason, here, everything's better.
We're back. Yes, we're back for the 2025 Fiesta Flambeau Parade here at
downtown San Antonio, and we're very excited. Obviously, we had to bring the lights here because why not? Obviously, this is the largest illuminated night parade in the entire country, so we had to bring it.
We're going to do our part, ladies and gentlemen, to participate and try to keep up with Jada, who is, again, just living her best life and has all the Fiesta feels here. So they cross through by St. Mary's along Brooklyn Avenue, which is where you are right now, and what are you up to?
I feel like a kid in the candy store, okay? I got a front row seat, and I'm just dancing to all the floats that have come by so far, and the sun is setting, it's getting darker, and the lights are coming out. Look, check out one of my medals that one of the sweet fans that are attending here gave me. This is an Alamo College Fiesta medal, and it is so cute. I gotta go get my streamers because the lights are coming out. I was talking to some of the kids. There's so many kids here, and they love it. This is the one night where they get to stay up past their bedtime and see all the fun floats out here. It's been just such a fun time. You guys got to get out here, and if you're still at home, you can watch it on ksat.com. I'm gonna toss it back to you guys for now because, you know, I gotta go get a chicken on a stick, maybe some tacos, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Exactly. You gotta, you know, stay fueled up because we're gonna be moving around a lot here over the next few hours.
Yes, and while you're there, make sure you bring back some chicken on a stick for me, please.
Sharing is caring. That's right. We have cameras all over the place, obviously, including one on us right now, but we also have float cams.
Yes, I love this because it gives you a different perspective of the parade route, right? Because we have our cameras, we have so many cameras along the parade route, the 3-mile parade route, but here's a float cam so that you can see what the crowd looks like. Right? So for a moment, you kind of get the perspective. If you were riding on a float, this is exactly what you would see right now. Oh, look at that kid. I hope he gets a medal. Oh, come on.
Now, I do get a little nervous sometimes when people toss stuff off the sides of these because the kids, you know, you can't blame them. They get so excited and they want to get close and they want to get, you just got to be careful.
Yes. But there you see, people are just getting started here tonight, and I love that everyone there has a seat, although I have to say, like I said, the weather gods are smiling upon us also because it's a little breezy. It's nice.
Yeah, this is fine. This is just great. So we'll continue to check in on Float Cam as we move on in the Fiesta Flambeau parade.
So now, you know, we can't have a mariachi grand marshal without giving you some mariachi music, and
Right.
It is, after all, San Antonio.
Right, and we profiled Mateo Lopez earlier, who at the ripe old age of 10 is not only one of the grand marshals here tonight, but he's doing some performances for us throughout the broadcast here tonight. So take a listen.
Se necesita una poca de gracia para mi patilla. Y arriba la viva, ay arriba, arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Para subir al cielo se necesita una escalera grande y otra chiquita, y arriba, arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán. Te pido con compasión que se acabe la bamba, y venga otro son. Ay arriba, arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán.
It's here, and with the new Toyota, you can do all the things that make summer, summer. Take a Grand Highlander and go root for the home team. Send newlyweds off in a Camry. Congrats.
Thanks.
Or catch some waves with a RAV4. Still got it.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Your summer starts here. That limbo.
Toyota, let's go places.
See that Dos Equis cap? It's the luckiest piece of metal in the world. It could have been a screw on a patio chair, or a bent staple that just won't staple. But here it is, chairing the welcome committee for a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Well, look at that. The welcome committee is at it again. Dos Equis.
Hello, my name is Natalie Gomez, and for over 50 years, the Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for our community, and we are so proud to be the official law firm for Fiesta San Antonio. Fiesta is serious community business because when we Fiesta for San Antonio, we give back to over 100 nonprofits that assist and benefit basic needs, arts and culture, historic preservation, and education.
Gomez Law fight, Gomez Law cares.
We start right now. We welcome you back here with a live view from our float cam where you can see the crowd is just getting revved up and started for Fiesta Flambeau 2025.
So this is the vantage point atop the Fiesta Flambeau President's Float, which is a double float. We saw James Fenimore in his electric jacket that he had on earlier. They've got a DJ. I think we see a Tower of the Americas on the float. This is a double float, so it's going to take up a little bit more size. But you can see the vantage point essentially from the float carries James Fenimore, who is running the Fiesta Flambeau parade, and you'll hear his name a few times tonight.
Yeah, and you're not going to miss any part of this parade.
Not at all.
Right, with this float cam. So we are just moments away from the start of the SAPD motorcycles that are going to start this part of the parade. But you're getting a live view from our streets right now as people, I would think, they're rushing to get to their seats.
They're getting settled in.
Because they want to make sure that they have a good spot so that they're able to enjoy 2025 Fiesta Flambeau.
And again, what you're looking at is Brooklyn Avenue. They're heading toward St. Mary's. We're in a new spot, as we talked about earlier, right along the San Antonio River, thanks to our friends at the San Antonio River Authority. And so, yeah, this is the we saw a lot of people walking around in until just a few moments ago. They turned the spotlights on, right? The sun kind of went down, and now it's getting serious over here.
Okay, so before things like really kick off, what I wanted to do is let people know that we're also broadcasting this parade in Spanish, right? KSAT Plus, also KSAT.com. That's where you can catch our coverage of the Fiesta Flambeau in Español. We have Alejandra Becerra, who is hosting that, along with KSAT's Patty Santos.
And, you know, when we go to break, as you may have already noticed, we've got that squeeze back feature, which essentially is like a double box. So you see the commercials on one side and the parade continues. So you're never going to miss a moment of the parade, even as we're moving our cameras around or taking our cues during the commercial breaks. But you can see the flashing lights there in the distance. And as Stefania mentioned, these are the lights of the SAPD motorcycles.
Yes, in 1911, the SAPD motor unit was formed. The department bought a surplus of motorcycles that were actually left over from World War I. That's how this started. And this unit has led the parades of Fiesta over 70 years.
So the SAPD motor unit provides traffic enforcement and traffic control throughout the city of San Antonio and escorts dignitaries visiting San Antonio from countries all over the world. They have spent time escorting Fiesta royalty, the Fiesta Commission members and the president. So they've been very busy. Many of them have been very busy during Fiesta.
Yeah, that's something that we forget, right? Because we have all the Fiesta royalty, and they have a jam-packed schedule.
Yes.
But the people accompanying them are SAPD.
Somebody's got to do it.
And you know, before we kicked off Fiesta, the police chief, William McManus, had said that you weren't going to be able to turn anywhere at any Fiesta event and without seeing a police officer, and that is what we have seen.
Absolutely.
Security galore.
Absolutely. No question about it. There was a definite ramping up of security this year, and I think universally that's been seen everywhere. And so again, SAPD motorcycle unit passing by our cameras right now, and they go back, and I didn't realize they went all the way back to 1911.
Yes, yes.
And we appreciate their service and them being with us here tonight.
Starting us off right, and obviously we could see more of the lights right now, which is nice.
Right.
I love the support that they're getting from the crowds as well.
Sure. One of them even stopped for a selfie, I believe. So there you have it. Okay, on to the U.S. Army Honor Guard, led by this vehicle here, marching with precision and pride. The JBSA Color Guard, representing the dedicated men and women of our armed forces that carry our nation's colors as a symbol of unity, discipline, and military tradition.
Okay, so we're being told that they're not behind that unit that we just saw. We may be seeing them later on in the parade, but for now we're just showing you some crowd shots, and we're waiting to see what else we're going to see along this parade route. But here we have the Fiesta Commander.
And that's
right here with the San Antonio Police Department and the Bike Patrol.
Very familiar faces. Typically in the downtown area, you see them moving around a lot. They've been very busy as well. And we saw, I know in the Battle of Flowers, we saw them yesterday where they would speed up, and then they could like stop and brake on a dime. They were showing off a little bit, in a good way though, yesterday.
And wow, could they do that? Could they stop in the middle of the street? Yes, they can.
They can do whatever they want. So speaking of stopping in the middle of the street, we have...
Oh, kissing babies. And look at that police unit all decked out.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Those are some Fiesta rims.
Right, yeah,
right?
exactly.
The rims, SAPD's rims are Fiesta-fied.
Custom made, I believe. And they make quite a statement, that's for sure. So,
the person that we just saw was the Deputy Chief, Johnny Gomez, that we saw getting out of the unit.
And you also see there on the vehicles, they do a lot of recruiting, obviously, which is a full-time job in itself, just trying to recruit people to join the force. And now you see Bike Patrol behind them, which again, they've been very busy helping with that security footprint that we talked about, especially the downtown area leading up to and during the Fiesta festivities.
Now, I do see a float. That is Fiesta Flambeau, the car Torchy, the official mascot of Fiesta Flambeau, riding on that beautiful float. The Fiesta Flambeau Parade Association introduced Torchy as its mascot in 2006, so 19 years so far.
You better believe there are lights on that float. Torchy was a year-round symbol for spreading goodwill throughout the community on behalf of the Fiesta Flambeau Association.
In 2015, the association established a charitable foundation, and Torchy also represents that. Fiesta Flambeau refocused Torchy's message as an initiative to encourage reading, literacy, and education. So he visits schools and hospitals to promote that message.
That quite literally is a flashy float.
Torchy's flashy tonight. And here we have the 50 U.S. flags behind Torchy.
See how many you can identify at home.
All lit up as well. And those are being carried by the U.S. Postal Service and Walmart volunteers.
And there are plenty of those.
Yes. I mean, it wouldn't be possible. Fiesta Flambeau would not be possible. Fiesta in general would not be possible without all of the volunteers that we have around San Antonio making it possible.
And I think these next people will be very recognizable.
Yeah, the University of Texas Longhorn Band, also known as the Show Band of the Southwest, the marching band of the University of Texas at Austin.
The Longhorn Band was founded back in 1900 by a distinguished professor of chemistry, Dr. Eugene P. Scott. And the band is currently under the direction of Dr. Cliff Crooms. And we always appreciate, whether it's the Aggie Band in College Station or the UT Marching Band, the fact that they make the trip from Austin to be here.
Yes.
Whether you're an Aggie, Longhorn, whatever your affiliation is, they're always a huge hit.
And they always get the party started. So we're going to pause so that we can listen in, because
are we going to hear the Eyes of Texas?
They know how to do this.
Yes. Always a huge hit, and again, we appreciate the UT Marching Band coming in from Austin to be with us here for the 2025 Fiesta Flambeau Parade.
But I'm waiting for them to give us a little something, as they usually do.
I think they're getting ready.
Yeah.
They're lining up. All right, there they go. UT Longhorn Marching Band. Quick break from the Flambeau Parade. We're back with more here on KSAT 12.
Tú dirías 10 de 10, 20 de 10.
Hola, soy Belangelis.
Y yo soy Andrea.
And the little thing that we love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich from Chick-fil-A es el pollo original que es crispy y jugoso.
La salsa Smokehouse Barbecue
Tiene ese sabor agridulce.
and the sweet, savory bacon es barbecue del bueno. Puede elegir entre 3 filets.
Quiero uno ya.
Clientes reales de Chick-fil-A fueron pagados por su testimonio.
It's Fiesta time, San Antonio. Let's party with a purpose. I am Kylie Rodriguez, and I am honored to be the 2025 Miss Fiesta, representing the Fiesta San Antonio Commission as we support more than 100 San Antonio area nonprofit organizations. Let's party with a purpose, San Antonio, and celebrate a fiesta for all. Viva Fiesta!
Being a community built on care happens inside our hospitals and clinics.
And it happens outside those walls.
Where the people we are privileged to serve live, work, and play.
Scan the QR code below for a chance to win 2 Fiesta medals. Baptist Health System's Spinner Texas Boot and Baptist Children's Hospital at North Central's Double Spinner.
Okay, so as we join you right now for 2025 Fiesta Flambeau, we just had 2. You saw that in the squeeze back in the cameras that we were showing you. Mateo Lopez, the world's youngest mariachi sensation, also one of the grand marshals here tonight. His float passed through, and also with Mayor Ron Nuremberg. This marks his final fiesta as mayor. But here we have Police Chief William McManus doing what he always does, walking among the crowd, walking along the streets.
Absolutely. He began his law enforcement career in 1975 when he joined the Washington, D.C. Police Department, became chief of the police in San Antonio in April of 2006. And during his career with SAPD, he's overseen the creation of a mental health unit, the community engagement unit, and the wellness unit.
Right, and we see him engaging here with the community, which is something that obviously the people definitely appreciate. And behind him, right here on this float, we have Chief Valerie Frausto from the San Antonio Fire Department, which is one of the largest fire departments in the nation. We know that SAFD has 1,900 firefighters and paramedics responding throughout our city from 54 different fire stations.
And she made history back in November, becoming the first ever female chief of the San Antonio Fire Department. She is a native of San Antonio and has served with SAFD for more than, or almost 25 years.
Yes, and she has said, quote, "I am extremely honored and humbled to get to lead the men and women who faithfully protect this city that we love."
So her first Flambeau parade as chief of the San Antonio Fire Department. And how about that fire truck?
Yeah, that's all decked out. Yeah. So that's Alamo College, Community College District, proudly representing higher education and opportunity in San Antonio. They have 5 colleges across the city: San Antonio College, Palo Alto, St. Phillips, Northwest Vista, and Northeast Lakeview.
They're committed to empowering individuals through career training, university transfer pathways, and workforce development. A huge thank you to the Alamo Colleges District for your continued support of Fiesta and for lighting the way to success in our community.
And I believe behind them that's supposed to be San Antonio College. And we will go to them in a moment. But I'm just seeing all the confetti there on the streets, and I can't imagine what it's going to be like tomorrow. So now we want to give you, keep wanting to go to that float camp to give you a different perspective of what it looks like here along our city. And look at that. Now you could see the illumination that makes up the Illuminated Night Parade, right?
Yeah, and again, this is on board the Fiesta Flambeau President Float, which is a double float. That's James Fenmore in the back there towards the left, who essentially is the man who, you know, he mentioned the story a little while ago at the top of the broadcast. You know, wanted to make a delivery to downtown, got stuck, got heard about Fiesta Flambeau, got involved in the organization, and now quite literally is running the whole thing.
Yes. Do you see the little girl sneakers?
Yes.
They light up. Those, I couldn't imagine more appropriate footwear.
Yeah.
For Fiesta Flambeau.
And again, that's the vantage point when you're looking out to the crowd, which is pretty cool. All right, on to the U.S. Air Force Band of the West.
That's right, from JBSA Lackland. They perform at hundreds of events every year to represent the professionalism and the excellence of the United States Air Force.
So through a wide range of musical ensembles, the Band of the West connects the Air Force with communities across the country, inspiring patriotism and strengthening bonds between the military and the public.
The band also plays a critical role in military ceremonies and was recently called to represent our nation to key partners in South America to build positive public opinion and also strengthening diplomatic relations.
Nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. Exactly. Just wanted to hear them play for just a little bit. So always a treat to hear from the United States Air Force Band of the West.
30 airmen, by the way. They dedicate, this is their craft, and their mission reflects the Air Force's core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all that we do. The U.S. Air Force Band of the West truly embodies the sound of freedom.
Okay. Not to be outdone, they're followed by U.S. Army JBSA Fort Sam Houston. This year, the U.S. Army is celebrating its 250th birthday.
As America's senior service, the Army played an essential role in the founding of the United States as an independent nation and also in winning the Revolutionary War. Because, my friends, there is no United States without the Army.
Well put. Today's Army is continuously transforming to protect and defend America's interests. They provide more than 200 job specialties for enlisted soldiers and more than 500 job specialties for Army civilians.
They also develop America's youth, and they challenge individuals to be all you can be while serving your nation. And on their float is sort of a big cake, right?
Yeah.
To ring in the 250th birthday of the Army.
We've got more music behind them. We've got our friends from Harlandale High School and their $1 Million Band from Indian Land, a consistent UIL sweepstakes band, and some of their spirit groups leading the way as well.
This year marks their 78th year of excellence. They're truly the pride of the south side of San Antonio. And over the years, the band has earned numerous accolades. Back in 2020, the Harlandale Band was the featured band for the Battle of the Bands Festival.
So last year, they were awarded the Celebration of Music grant from the band festival. Leading the Harlandale High School band is principal Mr. Andrew Martinez.
And there we have the folklorico dancers. Behind them, the Director of Fine Arts is Mr. Omar Leos, and the Superintendent of Schools is Mr. Gerardo Soto.
Assistant directors of the Harlandale Band are Mrs. Tisha Bonilla and Mr. Kuglin. And at the helm as Director of Bands for the Harlandale $1 Million Band from Indian Land is Mr. Anthony Castillo.
Yes, and the band is getting closer and closer to us, so we're, again, going to give them a moment to shine.
have a sudden urge for high school football now.
Right?
Just listening to that music and everything.
And it's just spectacular. Every time we go to that shot where you look down the street, I don't know, I just get goosebumps.
No, you took the words right out of my mouth. And we mentioned the band, and the band got a lot of love, but you saw they did not come alone.
No.
There were the folklorico dancers, the spirit groups and everything. So a shout out to our friends at Harlandale High School.
And can you talk about San Antonio or have a San Antonio parade without the Spurs? Come on.
No, we cannot.
So that's Spurs Sports and Entertainment. The San Antonio Spurs, San Antonio FC, the Sports and Entertainment, they manage the Frostbank Center, Toyota Field, the Rocket La Cantera, and the Star Complex.
This is the Spurs Hype Squad featuring South Texas top stunters, b-boys, tumblers, dancers. They bring high energy talent to the float. And of course, the NBA season is over, but their work is not over. They celebrate 52 seasons of playing basketball in San Antonio. The Spurs love and appreciate their fans for to be that. And can we give a little love and a shout out to Coach Greg Popovich if he's watching or sees this? We're sending him all the best.
Yeah, certainly know that he's pivoting into his new role.
Correct.
With the Spurs, but he'll always be Coach Pop.
Absolutely. Okay, we talked earlier about bands that come in from out of town, from out of state, and we'll get to that here in just a little bit. But we do have
Raritan High School.
Yeah, from New Jersey.
Yes,
Okay.
Hazlitt, New Jersey.
There you go.
So even if you're going, if you heard it, Raritan High School, where is it? Yeah. New Jersey. Yes, we bring in bands from all over the country, and this is certainly it.
Might be the furthest commute from any of our participants here, but they were voted the 2024 fan favorite by the 94.3 radio station there back in New Jersey, and they participated in the 80th anniversary of D-Day in Normandy, France.
Wow. Now here's a Kip Somos Collegiate. Founded in 2019 by school leader Jeremy Gray, Kip Somos Collegiate is a B-rated public charter school that serves grades 6 through 12.
Very good. On to the Bulldogs of Burbank High School. Their band is a consistent sweepstakes program with many performing ensembles for students to explore, such as the marching band, concert band, wind ensemble, jazz band, color guard, and drumline.
Okay, so they were founded in 1976, and they've had the honor, back in July of 1976, they had the honor to perform for President Gerald Ford when he visited our great city.
All right, the band was also featured as a demonstration group for the TMA convention in 2019. So shout out to Luther Burbank High School. We'll listen to them right now.
Gearing up because we're going to see the float for the honorary Grand Marshals here in San Antonio. We talked about them during the pre-show at 7 o'clock, right? Representing the culinary arts is renowned San Antonio chef Johnny Hernandez.
And we were wondering if he would be cooking live on the float, and he's not. But nonetheless, just a staple here in San Antonio. After graduating from the Culinary Institute of America in New York, he launched his career at luxury resorts before returning home to open True Flavors Catering.
And we also saw Dr. Carmen Tafoya, a former state poet laureate of Texas and an award-winning voice in bilingual education. I believe at her float passed by a moment ago. But we want to leave you with this. Stay right where you are. We'll see you in 2 minutes for 2025 Fiesta Flambeau.
Monarch Trophy Studio has been providing top quality awards for over 50 years. Monarch Trophy is the largest award store in Texas and is the place to go for Fiesta medals. Fiesta medals are great for school and nonprofit fundraisers or to promote your business. Monarch has a great selection of gifts that can be personalized for someone special. So come on over to Monarch Trophy and experience our amazing selection and service. Monarch Trophy is located at 281 and Thousand Oaks.
Bella, tú dirías 10 de 10.
20 de 10. Hola, soy Belangelis.
Y yo soy Andrea.
And the little thing that we love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich from Chick-fil-A es el pollo original que es crispy y jugoso.
La salsa Smokehouse Barbecue
tiene ese sabor agridulce.
And the sweet, savory bacon es barbecue del bueno. Puede elegir entre 3 filets.
Quiero uno ya.
Clientes reales de Chick-fil-A fueron pagados por su testimonio.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can do all the things that make summer, summer. Take a Grand Highlander and go root for the home team. Send newlyweds off in a Camry. Congrats.
Thanks.
Or catch some waves with a RAV4. Still got it.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Your summer starts here. That limbo.
Toyota, let's go places.
All right, how about them Cowboys, McCollum High School, and their band up next. McCollum Spirit Squads. Yeah, so again, the bands, again, they don't travel alone.
No. They have their reinforcements. Cheerleaders.
That's right.
Usually a dance crew.
Sure. And what a thrill it is for them. I mean, listen, now they're walking 3 miles in those boots, which, but they're young. But nonetheless.
Speak for yourself, Bernie.
Well, yeah, no. Easy for me to say. I'm sitting down up here.
This is true.
It's a Harlandale ISD representing. We saw Harlandale just a few minutes ago. Now it's McCollum. Oh, no, you can see float cam.
Lovely. So there we have 2 different perspectives there. We're seeing them and also seeing what they see from their perspective.
So again, we mentioned that this is the Fiesta Float President's double float, if you will, reinforced with more lights. As James Fenimore said, it was going to be more lights in 2025, and he did not disappoint. There's float cam, and you can't miss James. He's got a glitter, shiny jacket on.
It's something. I think it lights up even more as it gets darker out. This was well thought out.
So founded in 1948 by Mr. Reynolds Andrix, the Fiesta Flambeau Parade was proudly dubbed America's greatest night parade, a name that still holds true to this day.
Yeah, well, it began as a brilliant vision, has now grown into the largest illuminated night parade in the nation, lighting up the streets of San Antonio with music, color, and of course, tradition.
So we mentioned President James Fenimore. He's joined by his wife, Darlene, their son, Wesley, daughter-in-law, Stacy, and their 3 grandchildren, Winston, Madeline, and Montana.
And we can't forget about
we're on TV.
There you go, wave! Yeah, there you go. With countless volunteers, passionate leadership, and an unwavering dedication, the Fiesta Flambeau Parade Association stands as one of the premier parade organizations in the country, bringing joy, bringing light, and legacy to every step. This is from a middle school. I wasn't able to get their name. Okay, we're going to take a quick break here, but remember, there's still plenty of fiestaing that we have to do, still plenty of flambeau that you get to enjoy, so stay right where you are, and we'll see you on the other side of this break.
Hello, my name is Natalie Gomez, and for over 50 years, the Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for our community, and we are so proud to be the official law firm for Fiesta San Antonio. Fiesta is serious community business because when we Fiesta for San Antonio, we give back to over 100 nonprofits that assist and benefit basic needs, arts and culture, historic preservation, and education.
Gomez Law Fight, Gomez Law Cares.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
San Antonio is built on history, hard work, and doing things the right way. At Metro Elevator, we bring that same dedication to keeping your elevators running at peak performance. For nearly 40 years, we've built our reputation on delivering expert repair, maintenance, modernization, and new installation, and getting the job done right the first time. With locations across Texas, our team is available 24/7 to keep your elevators safe and efficient, whether it's in a historical landmark or a modern high-rise. Metro Elevator, trusted, tested, and ready when you need us.
All right, we're back again. You were looking at Float Cam. This is the vantage point from one of the moving floats, which happens to be the Fiesta Flambeau President float, which we just saw a few minutes ago, James Fenimore's float. And that's a look at the crowd. It's people in all directions. And somewhere in there is Jada.
Yeah, somewhere. We're going to have to find her. I just have to say this. It's finally getting a little chilly, so that's why I grabbed my little jacket. Okay, right. We said that it was going to happen. It finally did happen. Now we're going to go on over to our friend Jada Pickett, and you have a new friend.
I certainly do. I brought my friend Jacob. We have been enjoying the parade right in the front row right here. Jacob, how are you loving the parade so far?
I like it a lot.
Have you had a favorite float come by so far yet?
Yes, I've loved the Spurs float.
Go Spurs, go! It has been such a great time here. We have been enjoying so much, and we cannot wait. The music has been great. The bands, too. We've been dancing, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
I know. I cannot wait. So we've been enjoying it, and, you know, it's soaking this all in. The energy is incredible. The high schools that have been coming by. Jacob got some friends over here, too. Say, hey, guys. Yes, Viva Fiesta! All right, I'm gonna toss it back to you. We're having a good time over here, you guys.
Jada, we're not done with you. Now I'm just curious because again, this is your first Fiesta experience.
Yep.
What has been your favorite float? Which one?
Okay, so Jacob already said the Spurs, and I gotta give it to him. That one was really good, and I loved seeing the military floats go by. I've also just loved seeing Harlandale High School. The bands that have just been working so hard. You can tell they have just been working so hard up to this moment, and I have just loved it. They have been so joyful, so jovial, and they have just been so talented. I mean, to be able to walk this far and to be able to march and do the drums, I couldn't do it. So I'm just soaking it all in. And then also the craftsmanship with all of the floats. I mean, it's incredible, right, Jacob?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Yes, I mean, it's just so fun. And like all the kids that are here, that is just amazing. Yes, and then Stephania. I mean, I know you guys are getting a good shot too. Do you guys have any faves as well?
I just like all the bands.
Yes.
Because they get you revved up and amped up.
Yes, they have been. All right, well, it's getting started again.
No, awesome. We'll get back to Jada in just a little bit. I think part of it too is, you know, it's at night. The lights are on, the weather's nicer, and maybe that just gives them a little bit more energy, and they're playing some great music. So Las Charangas de San Antonio are up next. It's an award-winning dance group lighting up the night once again, this time under the direction of Arturo Ramos with assistant director Charles Garza.
So they're known for their dazzling performances. Las Charangas bring the spirit of Fiesta to life with their vibrantly embellished and illuminated, I mean, come on, look at that, costumes, and they shimmer with every single step. And their choreography, what I love about it is that it blends tradition with a high-energy flair, celebrating the culture, color, and community. It's no wonder that they continue to be crowd favorites every year.
I love it. Las Charangas de San Antonio representing. Man, I love the flower crowns, the headpieces, all the little accents with the lights and everything.
There you go. Las Charangas de San Antonio.
Love it. And they got to do that for 3 miles again.
So here's the thing, it's not just getting the crowd animated, excited, it's to keep them excited.
Sure.
And they have to do this for more than 3 miles.
You want to keep the energy up. You want the same energy now, and an hour from now, and maybe 2 hours from now.
But you know, you feed off the crowd.
Absolutely.
You feed off their energy.
Yes. And they know that. And it's just fantastic. All right, next, a nod to our friends from Comal County and the Fair and Rodeo Association. Show us your shoes, and right on cue they are.
Hers are illuminated.
Of course they are. They're bringing small-town charm and big-time excitement to the heart of Texas.
Oh, so y'all get ready to tip your hats for the Comal County Fair and Rodeo Association. Riding on their vibrant float tonight are Fair Queen Addison Enquist, Fair Princess Lauren Whiteside, and Fair Duchess Annabelle Dufresne, 3 young women proudly representing tradition, community, and the spirit of the fair.
You can mark your calendar for the first full week of September. Join them for the fun at the Comal County Fair. Thrilling rodeo events, livestock shows, carnival rides, food, and live entertainment for the whole family. Again, that's the first full week of September.
So mark that down on your calendars. That'll be another exciting
Comal County.
Yes.
All right, so next up is one of the new floats. We talked about some floats that are new for 2025, and this one is from Gomez Law Firm. Gomez Law Fights, Gomez Law Care.
That's right, a sponsor.
Absolutely.
Here, the theme of love and compassion shines bright on these 2 stunning back-to-back floats that you're about to see, starting with a breathtaking 3D Sacred Heart as its centerpiece, a powerful symbol of love for humanity. It perfectly represents the mission of Joe and Carmen Gomez of the Joe A. Gomez Law Firm, tonight's official Flambeau Parade sponsor and the official law firm of Fiesta San Antonio.
Celebrating more than 50 years, the Gomez Law Firm has fought for justice and uplifted our community through scholarships, dormant food drives, and unwavering goodwill. And Carmen Gomez is on there in treasured vintage royal attire. Mr. Fiesta himself, Michael Quintanilla.
Love Michael.
Can't miss him. Our friend Elizabeth Ruiz, beloved media personality. Robert Trevino from the Network for Young Artists. Jason Maziate, the president of Mahila's Heart. A Veteran of the Year, Tony Fuentes of the SA Coalition of Veterans, for Veterans and Families. And some graduates and scholarship recipients on there. And that leads us to this.
Whoa!
Patsy Torres.
Yes!
Aboard the Flambeau Express, making its Fiesta Flambeau debut in 2025.
This lovely, the Conservation Society of San Antonio. This is one of the 5 oldest preservation organizations in North America. Wow, that is a beautiful double float. I wonder how long it took them to make that happen. But
really,
it's
really
perfect.
Cool.
It's perfection.
So besides advocating for historic structures in and around San Antonio, building and education grants for community preservation projects,
The Society relaunched its Heritage Education Tours, which gives 4th grade students in Bexar County the opportunity for a free field trip at 2 historical sites.
Fantastic. All right, on to Samba Vida, drum and dance. They've been entertaining since 2001 all over San Antonio and around Texas.
So from the state fair to local events like Oyster Bake and, of course, the Flambeau Parade. The group is frequently requested for conventions and weddings, and you can find Samba Vida entertaining and dazzling the crowds in various themed costumes, and here are the costumes right here.
Indeed. The dancers are directed by Seneca Patino, and the drummers are directed by Roy Reyes. Anybody can join this group, regardless of age. As long as you can move like these ladies, you're fine.
Yeah, as long as you love music, you enjoy dancing and entertaining crowds, Samba Vida Drum and Dance is for you.
And those costumes really make a statement. And all the lights and everything. So always fun and not difficult to find during Fiesta for sure.
And that's, I would say, like I said, the only way to fit in here is to stand out.
That's right.
Right? on all of their costumes. systems, and I do wonder what battery they're using to keep them going all night long. And if at any point they have to change battery.
Right.
Maybe when they're a mile down.
Maybe. It's powered by samba dancing, I guess. I don't know, but they're doing an amazing job. Okay, so we'll move off of them and again, welcome another marching band from outside of San Antonio. This one is from here in Texas, from Dallas. It's the marching band from Skyline High School, again, in Dallas. The Raider Band has a rich history of performing all over the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They're right behind the samba dancers.
Love it. So we're honored that they're here with us today. They're often invited to perform at numerous events like parades, like ours, opening ceremonies, corporate events, and other celebrations. The group is made up of 200 students.
And there's their banner.
There it is, yeah.
And again, they brought their spirit groups as well. So again, this is the Skyline High School Marching Band from Dallas. Their Raider Band motto is hard work pays off. Skyline High School, part of the Dallas Independent School District, which boasts about 4,000 students.
Yeah, the principal of Skyline High School is Joseph Pouncey. And by the way, this is Skyline's 7th appearance at the Fiesta Flambeau parade. So vets, they know exactly what they're doing. And you said before, it's not just the band, but also their dance group.
The flag.
Cheerleader, yes.
Yeah, the flag groups and everything. And what's so cool about televising these parades is these kids are going to remember this night, you know, hopefully for a long time, the rest of their lives, and they'll be able to look back on this one day and maybe show their kids or grandkids, hey, I was in the Fiesta Flambeau parade.
Yeah, and I would think that of the people that are coming in from not just out of town, but out of the state, we give them a warm welcome. We show them what San Antonio is all about during these events.
You know, there are other iconic parades, you know, the Rose Parade and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, but for many of these schools, this is their, you know, this is their big, they fundraise for these trips, and they travel down here, and they are visiting tourist attractions while they're here in town. So again, we welcome in, again for the 7th time, as we mentioned, the Skyline High School Band from Dallas. We will let them play us to break. Don't go away. Much more to come here on KSAT 12. The 2025 Fiesta Flambeau Parade rolls on.
Hi, welcome to Next Level Urgent Care. How may I help you?
At Next Level Urgent Care, they understand that injuries don't wait around for the next available appointment. The Next Level app lets you get in line virtually, which means you get seen by your doctor sooner. Get back to healthy with Next Level Urgent Care. High quality and affordable when you need it.
Being a community built on care happens inside our hospitals and clinics.
And it happens outside those walls.
Where the people we are privileged to serve live, work, and play.
Scan the QR code below for a chance to win 2 Fiesta medals. Baptist Health System's Spinner Texas Boot and Baptist Children's Hospital at North Central's Double Spinner.
Welcome back to Fiesta Flambeau 2025, and as we join you again, you're looking at the Battle of Flowers Association float, and we really have to give this group their due because we would not have Fiesta were it not for this group. This is a small group of passionate, or it started with a small group of passionate, dedicated women who started it with the first Battle of Flowers parade back in 1891, and what started really as a patriotic celebration to honor the heroes of the Alamo Goliad and the Battle of San Jacinto has since evolved into one of the oldest and largest parades in the country.
And of course, they put on a great parade yesterday, so we salute all the women of the Battle of Flowers Association, as we salute the Lanier High School Marching Band, home of the folks. The Lanier Blue Jacket Spirit Group is the pride and spirit of the Lanier community, proudly promoting Vogue Pride since 1923. We're going to go ahead and listen right now to the Lanier High School Marching Band. So shout out again to the Lanier High School Marching Band.
And here we have the McAllen Holiday Parade. Yes, the largest illuminated and helium balloon Christmas parade in all of Texas. And there goes the Grinch. Watch out.
You're a mean one. That's pretty good. For a minute, I thought it was December.
Is he going away and taking people's medals?
I guess well, that would not be nice. But this spectacular event has been named the best parade in Texas, and for 8 consecutive years has been honored as the best parade in the world in its category by the Texas Festivals and Events Association.
So don't miss your chance to experience the magic of the McAllen Holiday Parade, which will take place December 6th. So here's a big heads up for you. December 6th is when you can enjoy the McAllen Holiday Parade. It's a night where memories shine as bright as the lights.
And how often do you see Santa? People wonder, well, what does Santa do the other 364 days when he's not at the North Pole? He comes to the Flambeau Parade, of course.
And puts on a pair of jeans, apparently. I didn't know that Santa had other clothing besides the red suit. I'm just saying.
Learn something new every day.
This is casual Santa.
Evidently.
This is San Antonio Santa.
Yes. I love it. All right, down to the coast, South Padre Island. Get ready to escape to paradise. Proudly known as the best beach in Texas, this coastal gem is the premier vacation destination in the Lone Star State, offering 34 miles of sparkling white sand beaches and breathtaking views of the Gulf.
Yeah, whether you're chasing waves, soaking in the sun, or enjoying family-friendly adventures, South Padre Island is the place to be, with average year-round temperatures of 74 degrees, which sounds amazing. Yeah. It's summer all the time there on South Padre Island.
Okay. All right, on to another school from out of the state here. We believe this is Lewisburg High School out of Olive Branch. Yes, it is. The Patriots of Lewisburg High School from Olive Branch, Mississippi.
Just outside of Memphis, by the way. Yeah, so please welcome the Lewisburg High School Marching Patriot Band to their very first Fiesta Flambeau Parade. Let's give them a warm welcome and thank them so much for being down here. These talented performers have traveled in style to bring their signature sound, school pride, and Southern spirit straight to the heart of Texas. With every step and note, they are here to light up the night and celebrate the unforgettable magic of Fiesta.
Thrilled to have them here again, the Patriots, the Marching Patriots of Lewisburg High School of Olive Branch, Mississippi. We can listen to them for a moment. The 100 Club of San Antonio. This is an organization, I've said this before, like you wish it didn't have to exist, but thank goodness it does. This is a group that steps in when the unthinkable happens to a member of law enforcement. An officer is lost in the line of duty. They step in to help provide financial support for the children of lost law enforcement and stay with the family long after that. So we salute Bart Vasquez, who runs that organization, and the 100 Club of San Antonio. That's Moonstruck Fire Truck, who is joining them along with the 100 Club of San Antonio. And again, the 100 Club providing financial assistance. They also do active duty safety training and coping, counseling, and mental health services.
And here we have very patriotic, right?
Yes.
Right there, the Washington's Birthday Celebration Association joining us from Laredo, Texas. Mark your calendars for the spectacular 128th Washington's Birthday Celebration spanning from January 11th to February 28th, 2026. We've been talking about all these things. We're telling you to go to South Padre Island. Well, here's something else to put in your calendar. This is a group that serves to pay patriotic homage to George Washington, the father of our country, by celebrating his birthday every year.
I've been to this celebration multiple times, so think of Fiesta in Laredo, but for a month.
Wow.
They do it for more than a month, and nobody does President's Day Washington celebration better than they do it in Laredo.
You know, you just said that, and I'm sure that San Antonians are going, you know what, hold my beer. We'll make it work, right? Fiesta, 10 days, 11 days? Right. Yeah. Okay, we'll be right back after this.
¿Ves esta tapita de cerveza? Es el pedazo de metal más afortunado del mundo. Pudo haber sido el tornillo de una silla de jardín o una grapa mal doblada que no engrapa, pero está aquí, encabezando el comité de bienvenida de una fría y refrescante 2X. Mira, allí va el comité de bienvenida otra vez.
Bella, ¿tú dirías 10 de 10?
20 de 10. Hola, soy Belangelis.
Y yo soy Andrea.
And the little thing that we love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich from Chick-fil-A es el pollo original que es crispy y jugoso.
La salsa Smokehouse Barbecue
tiene ese sabor agridulce.
And the sweet, savory bacon es barbecue del bueno. Puedes elegir entre 3 filets.
Quiero uno ya.
Clientes reales de Chick-fil-A fueron pagados por su testimonio.
Monarch Trophy Studio has been providing top quality awards for over 50 years. Monarch Trophy is the largest award store in Texas and is the place to go for Fiesta medals. Fiesta medals are great for school and nonprofit fundraisers or to promote your business. Monarch has a great selection of gifts that can be personalized for someone special. So come on over to Monarch Trophy and experience our amazing selection and service. Monarch Trophy is located at 281 and Thousand Oaks.
Watching the Southwest High School Marching Band joining us from San Antonio's vibrant West Side, a group with a long history of musical excellence and pride. And this is a talented ensemble. They've been a staple of the Fiesta Flambeau Parade for years.
So year after year, the Southwest Band brings energy, rhythm, and passion to every performance, proudly representing their school and the spirit of San Antonio, and their spirit groups are here as well.
The iconic shot of the Alamo, right? That's coming to us from our float cam, which is on the float of the Fiesta Flambeau president. So this is giving us a nice little vantage point there. But I love that we took a moment and we really took the shot at the perfect time of the float camera where you can see the beautiful Alamo.
And what a great place to, I know it's under construction and there's a lot going on, and soon there will be a temporary roof over the top of the Alamo as they make repairs to the
Hard to
roof.
imagine.
I know, I'm still having a hard time
it's like
visualizing.
a carport.
Temporarily, yes, you're right, but it will be essentially a carport. So, all right, on to Disability SA, they are proud to present Riding the Range of Inclusion.
So this float, well, you're about to see the float, features the 2025 Fiesta Especial Royal Court, a leadership development program at Disability SA, creating visibility for the contributions of people with disabilities and what they make, the contributions that they make right in our community.
So members of the 2025 Royal Court have raised more than $42,000 to fund programs and services that support people living with disabilities in the greater San Antonio area. So a shout out to Disability SA. All right, Toyota is the official vehicle of the Fiesta Flambeau Parade, and they are out in full force, I believe. Look at those boots. That is Araceli, who you might recognize from TV commercials. She's just inside Loop 410 today, I believe, but there she is, giving high fives and kisses, blowing kisses to the crowd, representing Toyota.
And I can only imagine that you see all of the crew that's marching with Toyota. Those are probably all volunteers, probably employees of Toyota, but yes, look at that.
Of course, the Southside Toyota plant's been around for a couple decades plus, and the home of the Tundra. And we've seen Toyota as the official vehicle, which essentially they use Tundras and other Toyota vehicles to transport dignitaries and other people around the city and what have you. So.
And what do we have here? This is the Fiesta Commission, the Fiesta San Antonio Commission royalty that we're looking at there.
Led by 2025 Miss Fiesta, Kylie Rodriguez, a student at UTSA. Kylie's in there somewhere. Well, of course, she's in the back of there. There's Miss San Antonio, the Queen of Soul, London Keeler, by the way, who was Queen of Soul for the second straight year.
Wow.
She was so good last year, they brought her back for a second year.
And you were talking about Kylie Rodriguez and how impressive she is.
So she is a student at UTSA right now. She is getting a degree in neuroscience, and I was just saying, you know, it's finals time, and there she is. Went to Brandeis High School, and this is the 75th anniversary of the Miss Fiesta Foundation. So she's been a great representative, but I just think of these college kids that are trying to get degrees and study for finals in the middle of Fiesta.
Yeah.
It almost sounds cruel.
You know what, though? Dedication,
yes,
commitment, discipline,
right,
is what it takes. But I always wonder, yeah, because whenever we talk to people who are a part of a Fiesta royalty, I mean, this is event after event after event. And it's not just around Fiesta.
For sure.
This is a year-long commitment that they make. So kudos to Miss Kylie Rodriguez. I know that she has a very bright future.
She's amazing. We saw the Charo Queen as well on that flow, but we're on to the Bomba Bailar dance group, the most inclusive dance group in San Antonio. Bomba Bailar Community Dance Group.
So this was created and led by mother and son Maria Nix and Bobby Nix. Bomba Bailar is dedicated to spreading God's love to the San Antonio's community through movement.
So Dancing with Pride, their dancers range in age from 24 to, how about this, 77 years old.
How do you think you could join them if you could?
I'm not sure I could do this right now at my age.
Okay, you know what? Maybe we just need to send over some Bengay to the station or have it for you before and after.
I need a massage chair or something before I can get, but no, this is great. And I mean, listen, if this doesn't make you want to get up and on your feet or moving wherever you're watching this parade, Bomba Bailar, again, with dancers from 24 to 77, they dance with their heart and soul and express passion for dance through their creative movements.
Movement is medicine, and boy, are those beautiful costumes.
And the headpieces, too. This is just really cool.
I like that usually when you have dance groups also, it's a majority women, but I like that you also see men.
Oh, the guys are
part of this group. Yes.
And looking fantastic as well.
Mm-hmm. Although I am curious to see. Oh, you see? They're wearing sneakers.
Yeah.
Good.
It's good.
Good.
It's good planning on their part. All right, we're going on to Zuby's Home Services.
The sponsor here.
Yeah.
Yeah, making their Flambeau debut. Here comes a Zuby Neighborhood Superheroes float. Oh, look at that. The man leading this exciting new venture is Elmer Subiate, who's become a fixture in our San Antonio community since making it his home as a young adult. The affectionate nickname Zuby, just in case you were wondering, has now transformed into a full-fledged home service movement.
And you're seeing the launch of something special for San Antonio homeowners. Zuby is uniting elite trade professionals professionals, true neighborhood superheroes who deliver home services with integrity and expertise.
And their approach centers on honesty, excellence, and peace of mind, offering routine maintenance, seasonal checkups, and their signature wonderful upgrades. With monthly membership options, they're making quality home care accessible for families across our city.
Okay, we're going to move on now to Fin Addict Angler Foundation, a local San Antonio nonprofit that has been serving the community since 2016.
So what they do is they hold free public events and private events for groups and organizations such as special needs, veterans, homeschoolers, after-school programs, and South San Antonio outreach programs. And their primary goal is really to engage the youth and communities, local communities, to take an interest in the natural resources of water and land, which impact our environment.
They perform this commitment by having fishing clinics around the city, the county, and the state, and they are teaching basic angling education to people of all ages.
Do you know how to fish?
Not well. I mean, I've done it, and I don't mind doing it, but I'm not very good. And sometimes I don't have the patience to wait out there to get my fish.
I feel like it'd be a nice thing to do while you're meditating also.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So there's Via Metropolitan Transit, another sponsor of Fiesta Flambeau. Huge thank you to them for making Fiesta San Antonio a smoother ride for everybody. Okay.
I love it.
This I love. Yeah, it's adorable. Come on.
It's like a throwback to the Muppets from the 80s, if you were old enough to remember those commercials, the Via commercials. But from the first Fiesta event to the last parade, Via Metro Transit is here to keep us moving and celebrating with ease.
That's right. So let's give a round of applause for Via Metro Transit for keeping Fiesta fun, festive, and obviously on the go. I would love to see what it's like inside. No, on board.
I say keep it that way after Fiesta. Like don't take off the decorations. I'm looking away just to see it like in real life here, away from the TV monitor, because that is something to behold.
Yes, and I also want to see who's on board there. Oh yes, they've got nice seats. Yes. Balloons all the way at the back, and there you go, the confetti, because why not?
Yeah, so John Gary Herrera is the new CEO of Via. We're going to have to ask him to keep that just forever now.
So there you have the Texas Cavaliers, founded in 1926 by John B. Carrington. The Texas Cavaliers consists of more than 500 businesses, civic and community leaders to promote and preserve the bravery and independence for which the heroes of the Alamo died.
So of course, these guys had a really nice parade Monday night on the river. King Antonio, the 102nd, is King Paul Rolfs Jr. And interestingly enough, I believe it was his grandfather who 50 years ago was King Antonio. And now here's Paul Rolfs celebrating in 2025. His grandfather was King Antonio in 1975.
You know, this kind of keeps to mind, this brings to mind the fact that so many of Fiesta events are just really family oriented. It's not just that you have families coming here to the events, it's that you have so many families where it's a tradition. Fiesta.
Indeed, especially with the Cavaliers. But now we go to Raymondville, Texas, and we welcome in the Raymondville Bearcat Band, proudly representing South Texas with spirit, discipline, and musical excellence.
This talented group has earned numerous distinctions over the years, including multiple Best-in-Class awards and grand championships. They're also a 3-time UIL Texas State Marching Band qualifier with back-to-back appearances at the Alamo Dome in 2023 and 2024, which, by the way, pretty incredible.
Indeed it is. Currently holding the title of area champion in Class 3A, the Bearcat Band continues to raise the bar with every performance. So we salute our friends from Raymondville, Texas, the Raymondville Bearcat Band.
And let's give them a second to do their thing.
The Visit San Antonio float is quite literally rocking. Back and forth. You have 2025 Riverwalk royalty riding tonight, showcasing the vibrant culture and rich history that make our city a premier destination.
Yeah, as ambassadors of the Riverwalk, Visit San Antonio, and the San Antonio Hospitality Foundation, this is a distinguished group that plays a vital role in preserving, protecting, and promoting our iconic landmark.
Of course, the Riverwalk, a centerpiece of the city, offering year-round events, dining, and breathtaking scenery. A must-visit location for both locals and visitors. And this royalty, they were just crowned a few weeks ago, so this is, and they're getting the full Flambeau treatment here.
Yeah, so you could learn more about the impact of their work over at visitsanantonio.com, and you could also stay connected with the Riverwalk events because there are plenty at the sanantonioriverwalk.com. And now we have another marching band, East Central High School here from San Antonio, Texas. Get ready to feel the spirit of the award-winning East Central High School Band, also proudly represented by the Honeybees dance team and the Golden Stars drill team.
So these talented performers light up the stage, every stage they step on, bringing energy, grace, and hornet pride to every performance.
Now, the East Central Band has earned numerous awards and continues to impress audiences across Texas. The Honeybees and Golden Stars are also thrilled to be a part of the Fiesta Flambeau, once again sharing their school spirit and love of dance with the San Antonio community. But we do feel that they're owed their due. So when the marching band comes closer to us, we're going to let them take us to break, but we do want to enjoy what they have to bring us.
Hi, welcome to Next Level Urgent Care. How may I help you?
At Next Level Urgent Care, they understand that injuries don't wait around for the next available appointment. The Next Level app lets you get in line virtually, which means you get seen by your doctor sooner. Get back to healthy with Next Level Urgent Care. High quality and affordable when you need it.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can do all the things that make summer, summer. Take a Grand Highlander and go root for the home team. Send newlyweds off in a Camry. Congrats. Thanks. Or catch some waves with a RAV4. Still got it.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Your summer starts here.
That limbo.
Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, maybe you've had a little adult beverage margarita with a little twang. I'm asking for a friend.
We were just talking about that too. I was joking that I might need some Bengay tomorrow. And you were saying, you know, maybe a cocktail.
With some twang on it here.
Right.
But they've got local ties, and we just saw them there, and maybe you saw there they are. Twang with the seasonings that they've been doing, making snack time extra exciting for more than 30 years.
Yeah, they have those margarita salts.
Yep.
Flavorful seasoning blends, tangy cocktail rimmers. Twang takes ordinary snacks and turns them into something extraordinary.
Okay, pretty extraordinary people over at Methodist Healthcare. Their float, Healing Inspired by Art, celebrates 30 years of a unique partnership between Methodist Healthcare Ministries and HCA Healthcare.
Together, they have carried out their mission of serving humanity to honor God by delivering exceptional care to the San Antonio community.
Since 1963, Methodist Healthcare has grown to 13 hospitals and is now the most awarded healthcare system in San Antonio, earning 51 Health Grades awards just for 2024.
They have 13,500 people who work there. They're San Antonio's second largest private employer, serving with compassion every day. Also, we want to give a shout out to them. Happy 30th anniversary to them, to Methodist Healthcare, a legacy of healing, service, and creativity.
All right, you see the Providence Catholic High School Progressions dance team. They were established in 1951 and has been a rich history inspired by the CDPs and Blessed John Martin Moye to educate young women to strive for excellence. And they're our neighbors here at KSAT 12, I should mention, at Providence Catholic School.
Who do we have here?
So we salute again the ladies of Providence High School, and there she is. So this is La Reina Linda number 11, Erica LaHood.
Yeah. She's working side by side with the Rey Feo Foundation to raise funds for scholarships that empower the youth of San Antonio. She is dedicated to ensuring that every child has the support needed to achieve their dreams for higher education. And there she is. The Rey Feo Foundation awards scholarships to local students who attend college or trade schools. By the way, Erica is married to Representative Mark LaHood from State House District 121. She's also the mother of 4 children and owns a private business.
And there she is in the very back in that beautiful pink gown. She's worked so hard for the better part of a year, and her reign is winding down, obviously, but she has represented. There's only been 10 La Reina Lindas before her, and she certainly has done very well, so we salute Erica LaHood.
Yeah, and I do love the work that the Rey Feo Foundation does. You know, so I'm going to work on a story, by the way, for our station that just talks about the good that comes about from Fiesta. And when you talk, just the Rey Feo Foundation alone, we're talking millions and millions and millions of dollars in scholarships, and it truly makes a difference. You remember what it was like going to college and how expensive it was.
Yes.
Any little bit helps. And another thing that I found out is that the Rey Feo Foundation and all of the college scholarships that they give, they support their students for 4 years.
Right. Right, and that includes some trade schools too, which is relatively new.
Yes.
So super cool, and we'll see Rey Feo and the Rey Feo crew coming up in just a little bit. So I believe this might be the is it the Sylacauga High School Marching Aggie Band from Sylacauga, Alabama.
You're just showing off by singing.
I'm trying. Let's listen. Thank you. So the band captains there are Miley Bardwell and Caden Conkling, and they are under the direction of Majorette instructor Ren Griffith. Again, all the way from Sylacauga, Alabama.
Or Sylacauga.
Sylacauga.
Oh, it's
either way. We're trying.
By the way, they're Aggies. Also.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
But we're so glad they're here.
Yes. Give them a warm welcome.
Okay, I know her. That's London Powell. She's La Reina de la Feria de las Flores, showing off her shoes right there. Again, another arm, if you will, from the Rey Feo Scholarship Foundation. We saw Erica a moment ago, but this is the Queen on behalf of LULAC Council number 2, celebrating their 80th anniversary of the Reina de la Feria de las Flores. And again, this is London Powell. And her princesses, Isabella, Juliana, Sienna, Jalen, Michelle, and Annabelle Guerra.
Ooh, that is a packed float right there. I love, look, they're showing off their shoes right now. Pretty cool. In 1945, LULAC Council number 2 began La Feria de las Flores, and the Feria Queen raised funds to provide scholarships for area students. So yet another organization here that is dedicated to helping local students. And then we have SAPOA.
San Antonio Police Officers Association. Danny Diaz, their director, their president, if you will. And, of course, representing many San Antonio police officers. We saw the chief earlier in SAPD, but this is SAPOA.
Yeah, representing Blue Cares is Interim Executive Director Kelly Herbert. And on the float, you're going to see Executive Director Francis Ochoa. And walking alongside the float is a mix of members of the San Antonio Police Officers Association, Blue Cares, and the San Antonio Hispanic Police Officers Organization, along with their families, which is really nice.
Right. Later in the year, we'll see Blue Santa and everything, so that's all tied to SAPOA. On to the Brackenridge High School and the marching band, the Mighty Eagle Band. Let's listen to them.
So there you have it, the Purple Jackets. They were founded in 1927 to promote spirit for Breckenridge sports, extracurriculars, and community. The band directors are Jason Smith, Byron Walters, and Joseph Mendito, and also Nicole Solalinde.
And you also have the Breckenridge Eagles cheerleaders, the Eaglets dance team, the Purple Stars pep squad. So a salute again to our friends from Breckenridge High School.
Do we recognize this from afar? Come on, that is the Floresville Peanut Festival organization. I know that. A mile away, located in the beautiful historic town of Floresville, 30 miles southeast of San Antonio. The 80th Floresville Peanut Festival is in its 80th year.
Always held the second full weekend in October. It's a grand celebration of all things peanuts. In a nod to the Southwest Texas agriculture, there's games, the coronation, as you can see, royalty, the carnival, entertainment, food. So mark your calendars again. I know your calendar's getting full. But the 81st annual Floresville Peanut Festival will be October 7th of this year. And their queen, I was just going to say their queen it's their queen tunip, which is the word peanut spelled backwards.
I like that. Madeline Bingham, also King Rabu, which is goober, spelled backwards, is Maddox Cantu. The first runner-up, Princess Macy Talley, Prince Tyler Mutz, and Princess Desiree Cordova. So lots of royalty here coming from Floresville, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you right back.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. With millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly, the excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hello, my name is Natalie Gomez, and for over 50 years, the Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for our community, and we are so proud to be the official law firm for Fiesta San Antonio. Fiesta is serious community business because when we Fiesta for San Antonio, we give back to over 100 nonprofits that assist and benefit basic needs, arts and culture, historic preservation, and education.
Gomez Law fight, Gomez Law cares.
Just watching the Bobcat Battalion from South San Antonio High School.
That's a great vantage point where you get to see kind of walking right behind them. At the South San High School Mighty Bobcat Band is led by Cadet Command Sergeant Major Nathalie Perdomo and Lieutenant Colonel Ashley Vasquez.
We also have the Bobcat cheerleaders, who you see there, introducing your national award-winning Dancing Cats. The Cats received first in Palm, second in Jazz, and third place at Showtime Nationals.
And the Dazzlers Pep Squad are the current HTE regional champions. So all kinds of awards and accolades at South San High School.
And there we have the Fiesta Flambeau social media influencers.
You know, they have a lot of fun, but it's serious work that they do to try to spread the message of this parade to obviously attracting schools from around the country and getting the message out. I mean, you are the largest illuminated parade in the country, so
you got to live up to the name.
And if you have to twerk to do it, like that guy right there, then you do what you got to do to spread the message.
Maybe you could join him, Ernie. Then we'll definitely need the Bengay, right?
You need a lot more, and a medic, probably. And some
a chiropractor.
And a chiropractor. But nonetheless, yes, that's so 2025 now. The influencers have their own flow.
I'm so sorry. I'm just thinking about you, Jorgen.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Apologies for that visual. But we move on now.
Yes.
Mercifully. This is the University of the Incarnate Word marching band, the Cardinals.
Yes.
The 16th iteration of the Pride of the University of the Incarnate Word. Founded in 2009, they are 70 strong, more than 70 strong, representing majors from all of the colleges at UIW.
And led by the director of bands, Nieves Villaseñor, and under the field direction of drum major Hudson Ribble.
University of the Incarnate Word. Just had a former Cardinal go #1 overall in the NFL draft.
Yes, they have a lot to celebrate. Yep.
So it's good to be a UIW Cardinal right now. You might recognize this next group. Just 3 letters is all they need.
Maybe.
H-E-B.
Yes. Synonymous with Texas, right? The story of HEB began in November of 1905 in a small family store in Kerrville, Texas, and now HEB serves more than 300 communities across Texas and Mexico with more than 430 stores and 154,000 partners. And this is something that's cool about the company. They give 5% of their annual pre-tax earnings to causes in the areas where they operate.
All right, it doesn't get much better than the Sam Houston High School band. I'm just going to stop and let you take this in because they're as good as it gets when it comes to high school marching bands.
A rich legacy of music and excellence since the school's founding back in 1923. I love how their uniforms look at night.
That's
but
awesome.
let's listen.
Hi, welcome to Next Level Urgent Care. How may I help you?
At Next Level Urgent Care, they understand that injuries don't wait around for the next available appointment. The Next Level app lets you get in line virtually, which means you get seen by your doctor sooner. Get back to healthy with Next Level Urgent Care. High quality and affordable when you need it.
San Antonio is built on history, hard work, and doing things the right way. At Metro Elevator, we bring that same dedication to keeping your elevators running at peak performance. For nearly 40 years, we've built our reputation on delivering expert repair, maintenance, modernization, and new installation, and getting the job done right the first time. With locations across Texas, our team is available 24/7 to keep your elevators safe and efficient, whether it's in a historical landmark or a modern high-rise. Metro Elevator, trusted, tested, and ready when you need us.
Taco face. What triggers this unique expression? Cooking your meal as soon as you ordered with the freshest ingredients. Are you ready to discover your taco face? Taco Palenque, food in real time, no matter what.
High School marching band from Auburn, Alabama, the largest high school music program in that area with more than 230 students, 160 in concert bands, 50 in jazz. They have a long, strong tradition of excellence. They've earned superior ratings on stage and awarded the prestigious John Philip Sousa Sudler Flag of Honor.
You know, what's cool about them is that they really didn't start doing any competitions until 2013.
Yeah.
So good for them. Now, Palo Alto College and Cheer from San Antonio, Texas. Their mission is to inspire, empower, and educate the community for leadership and success.
They hosted Pack Fest the other day, an official Fiesta San Antonio event since 2003, and one of the largest Fiesta events south of Highway 90. They were by... yeah, these are other dancers and performers from Palo Alto College, home of the Palominos. The college offers bachelor's degrees, various degrees, and certificates as well.
Who do we have here? Oh, that's still them. That's their float.
One of the better Fiesta medals, by the way, that you're going to see every year comes from Palo Alto College. It's huge, and it's got movement and all kinds of cool stuff, but they do such a good job. And PACFest has really grown in recent years and is a must-attend event for a lot of people here in San Antonio.
And here we have Southwest Legacy High School. So please welcome them here. The Titan Band is a rising program known for its energy, precision, and musicality. The dedicated group represents the spirit of Titan Nation at football games, parades, and competitions throughout the state. And they're not alone.
No, they're not. You've got the band, but you've got the dynamic Golden Dazzlers dance team and the spirited Titan cheerleaders bringing rhythm, sparkle, and Titan pride with every performance.
So they're part of the Southwest ISD family, and they continue to bring a strong legacy of leadership, talent, and teamwork, both on and off the field. Ooh, look at that!
The tubas.
Yes!
Some of the cooler headgear you're going to see on a high school marching band, I would say.
I was just mesmerized, just looking at them too, because not only do you have the headgear, but also because it's all lit up.
Right.
It really stands out.
It's a little intimidating in a good way, like in a flattering way, but
yes. It does stand out. As far as the headgear,
yeah.
For marching bands, pretty cool.
Super cool.
And we mentioned that they were here with their cheerleaders,
right? And
there they are.
All right, so I'm still full from a taste of New Orleans, and that was like last week.
What did you have?
I did so much. Pie tin shrimp, gumbo, all kinds of stuff. But it was all made possible by the San Antonio Zulu Association, a nonprofit arm of the San Antonio Zulu Association. They produce a Taste of New Orleans. This was their 38th year, and the organization is made up of 100% volunteers.
Wow, and all proceeds from the event that you were talking about goes towards, again, college scholarships for graduating high school seniors, as well as their benevolent fund, which assists those who need it the most in the San Antonio community.
I love it. Okay. On to the Helena High School Band, another band from the state of Alabama. Look at those beautiful...
Oh, looks magical.
Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful.
So this is a community just south of Birmingham, Alabama. It's a 200-member program in its 11th year of existence. It's just 11 years, and they're already here at Flambeau. 3 concert bands, 2 jazz bands, a marching band, a pep band, and then several smaller ensembles that perform throughout the year.
Yeah, I was going to say, too, because this isn't their first rodeo, right? They obviously perform in Alabama, but they also go to New York, Florida, Virginia, and they're really excited to be performing here for the second time in the Fiesta Flambeau Parade.
Well, I recognize these guys because I'm actually one of them. I'm a Rayfeo Consejo, and this is the Rayfeo Consejo Educational Foundation, led by Rayfeo 76, Fabian Castillo Sr., along with his royal court.
A lifelong resident of San Antonio and owner of Fabian's General Construction, Fabian Castillo proudly reigns as Rey Feo 76, joined by his wife and royal consort, Victoria Castillo.
And they've raised tens of thousands of dollars. I want to point your attention to their sashes because Stephanie and I have acquired one ourselves. But for the first time in Flambeau history, your eyes are not deceiving you. Those are illuminated sashes that were created by Phil Zavala at Image Avenue Clothier. And as we mentioned, we have some ourselves. And you see the Consejo members that are there are the 29 members of the new class that are marching in the Flambeau Parade. They were just crowned about 8 days ago at San Fernando Cathedral, and one of their first official duties is to march in these parades, and each of them get one of these illuminated sashes.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. They're pretty nice. And you know, the Rey Feo Scholarship Foundation, they've raised more than $11 million to date, which is incredible when you think about the lives that they've been able to affect, right?
Right, and you see Fabian Castillo, we've talked about his story, went to Jefferson High School, and he was very candid about this. He dropped out of Jefferson High School at one point. He was a young father, married, just a few bucks to his name. He took $90 of borrowed money in the 1980s and built a painting company, and then ultimately a construction company, and the rest is history. But just a true inspiration for a lot of people, and a very worthy Rey Feo.
Yeah, that tenacity, yeah. There he is.
That's a new barge, by the way, because he's in construction. He took the Rey Feo barge and upgraded it for 2025.
As only he can do.
As only he can do.
Yeah, so there we have Jefferson Bank, another sponsor of Fiesta Flambeau. They've been deeply rooted in the San Antonio community for nearly 80 years. Established in 1946, they opened up their first location. By the way, if this is ever a trivia question,
yes.
They've opened up an historic Jefferson district on Fredericksburg Road, and they've since grown to include banking centers across San Antonio and in surrounding areas.
All right, back to the state of Alabama. This is the Calhoun County All-Star Band out of Weaver, Alabama. The Spirited Ensemble brings together some of the most talented student musicians from across Calhoun County. Again, this is in Alabama, creating one of the powerhouse performance groups there in that state.
Okay, so what they're saying is that they're not a terribly big marching band, but don't count them out because they're big on heart, rhythm, and energy, proving that passion and teamwork can create something truly electric.
And let's face it, high school football is big in Alabama as well.
Yes.
And so this is, you got to have a good band. And like you said, small but mighty.
Yeah, and they're thrilled to be marching through San Antonio and bringing a little taste of Alabama talent to the streets of Texas. And we welcome them with open arms.
Okay. Next, we go from Alabama to... Okay, we're going from Alabama a little west now to Louisiana, New Orleans, and Edna Carr marching band known as Team Bust 'em Up. That's the hashtag, Team Bust 'em Up, a highly decorated band program under the direction of Chris Herrero, the director of bands again out of New Orleans.
Okay, so this band has performed all over the U.S., also abroad. They have performed at the London New Year's Day Parade, several New Orleans Mardi Gras parades, and they are getting down as they get closer. If Ernie and I go silent, it's because we want to give them their due.
Well, all I'm going to say is they've been in 2 Beyonce videos, so take that information and watch them perform.
Do with it what you can.
A statement.
You know, I think that's the loudest any band has been. Even if we tried to talk a few seconds ago, you wouldn't have been able to hear us.
Edna Carr,
oh my goodness, I feel that in my bones.
Seriously. That's pretty remarkable there. Out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Super cool stuff, and welcome to San Antonio, guys. Okay, so we're going to hop back to Alabama here. Gadsden City High School, the Titan Band, all the way from Gadsden, Alabama.
Yeah, they're known for their dynamic sound and high-energy performances. The Titan Band is proud to represent their community on a national stage. Whether they're rocking halftime shows or lighting up parades, which they're doing very well now, the Titan Band leaves a lasting impression.
This evening, they're honored to be part of the Fiesta Flambeau parade to share their music with the heart of San Antonio. So we say, give it up to the mighty Titans of Gadsden City High School in Gadsden, Alabama.
It's Fiesta time, San Antonio. Let's party with a purpose. I am Kylie Rodriguez, and I am honored to be the 2025 Miss Fiesta, representing the Fiesta San Antonio Commission as we support more than 100 San Antonio area nonprofit organizations. Let's party with a purpose, San Antonio, and celebrate a fiesta for all. Viva Fiesta!
Monarch Trophy Studio has been providing top quality awards for over 50 years. Monarch Trophy is the largest award store in Texas and is the place to go for Fiesta medals. Fiesta medals are great for school and nonprofit fundraisers or to promote your business. Monarch has a great selection of gifts that can be personalized for someone special. So come on over to Monarch Trophy and experience our amazing selection and service. Monarch Trophy is located at 281 and Thousand Oaks.
I want an unsweet tea. Bill Miller Barbecue is up next, and the vibrant Bill Miller Fiesta float captures the spirit of Texas with a large Texas tea bucket travel mug at its center.
And if you look at the float right there, some of the people that are on it include the 2025 Employee Scholarship winners, each of whom received a $5,000 scholarship towards their higher education. Those scholarships were made possible by the net proceeds from the 2025 Fiesta medal sales.
So Viva Fiesta, and again, I don't know if you have a favorite combo, but the tenders, the po' boy, the breakfast tacos.
Brisket.
The brisket
I'm just
tacos.
all about the brisket.
Yes, okay. On to Highlands High School, the pride of the Southeast Side, the mighty Owl Band, proudly under the direction of David Torch and Eddie Lozano.
And leading that incredible group is the drum major, Ben Mendez. The Highlands Mighty Owl Band is a growing program that's been rising to the occasion and achieving remarkable firsts over the past 2 years. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
We keep going back to food.
No, I know.
Okay. La Michoacana Meat Market. Yes. In February 1986, a Mexican family opened a small grocery store in Houston. They were looking to serve the Hispanic community that had mostly gone unnoticed. Okay. Flash forward.
Yes.
And look at where they are now. La Michoacana Meat Market. They have 200 store locations all over Texas.
Right. That's where I get my paletas sometimes, too, believe it or not. You can find a meat department, bakery, a taqueria, in all of the meat markets, and you can get your paletas there as well.
All sorts of deliciousness.
I love it. And the spinning accordion is pretty cool,
Lovely.
Too.
That's pretty creative. And I think this is from, again.
Yes, and we said Alabama tonight.
How many times? If you were taking a shot every time we mentioned Alabama, well, you would be, well, maybe you'd fit in here at Fiesta Flambeau. So that's Andalusia, Alabama. Please welcome their marching band, A Sound Tradition. This year's edition, is under the direction of band director Dylan Worley and assistant director Robbie Childers.
They've consistently scored superior ratings in marching festivals and state competitions. Through the years, A Sound Tradition has performed at many locations throughout the country, such as Disney World, Universal Studios, Governor's Inaugural Parade, Six Flags, and the National Cherry Blossom Festival in Washington, D.C.
Okay, do you see that one right there? The zoo, the San Antonio Zoo, just a wonderful place to go with your family, no matter what time of year it is. I especially enjoy going there around Christmas. You can embark on an unforgettable wildlife journey at the award-winning San Antonio Zoo, a conservation haven since 1914.
Of course, Tim Morrow heads up everything over the year, over there, I should say. Their mission is to inspire the community to love, engage with, act for, and protect animals in the places they live in, while encountering more than 775 species of wild animals, both endangered and extinct.
And did you know this? They also operate the largest nature-based preschool in the country, the Will Smith Zoo School, the Innovative Center for Conservation and Research, and also Kiddie Park.
Excellent. Okay, Memorial High School in the home of the Minutemen, and their band is next. A consistent sweepstakes award winner in UIL marching concerts, sight reading, and jazz ensemble.
Yeah, the MHS Percussion has earned state titles in the Texas Color Guard circuit for their indoor drumline productions.
And the Minuteman Band has been a past award recipient of a Grammy Music Scholarship and has performed in the Washington, D.C. Memorial Day Parade that was televised nationally on public television.
They also marched in the Disney Parade in Florida. Oh, Traders Village of San Antonio. Ladies and gentlemen, let the magic of Traders Village, San Antonio light up the Fiesta Flambeau Parade. The float tonight is inspired by the newest star of their amusement park, Jumping Jumbo, their exciting elephant ride.
It's decorated with vibrant colors, playful elephants, and glowing lights. It captures the fun and the thrill of family adventures at Traders Village.
And they have more than 1,000 vendors. And they're saying, come visit us soon, and don't forget to hop on Jumping Jumbo for a ride you'll never forget. And there you go, Somerset High School from Somerset, Texas. They're from Southwest Bexar County. The talented group of musicians continues to raise the bar, setting the standard of excellence both on and off the field. The Bulldogs.
Yeah, let's listen to the Bulldog Band.
Do you recognize the song, Ernie? Does it make you want to get up and dance?
Sure, yeah, no. Is it Bruno Mars? Is that right?
Yes, our producer was just singing the song in our ear. But yes, it's always one of those songs when you know, people are bopping along to it. You're like, do you know what they're saying?
It's on the tip of my tongue. All right, Image Dance Company and Academy. Since 1991, they proudly serve San Antonio and surrounding areas, inspiring dancers of all ages under the direction of Michelle Angulo Pacheco.
From toddlers as young as 22 months to seasoned dancers. Young at heart, Image Dance welcomes all who share a passion for movement.
That could be ballet, folklorico, flamenco, jazz, modern, Spanish classical. I mean, there's a list of hip-hop, ballet, lyrical, a little bit of something for everyone.
Yeah, a proud community partner, the studio embraces both recreational dancers and those who live arte por vida.
They actually boast two former Fiesta royalties. Michelle Angulo Pacheco, the director we mentioned, was Miss San Antonio 1994, and Deidre Angulo was Miss San Antonio 2014.
Oh, pretty impressive.
Image Dance Company and Academy.
Okay, so now we're going to show you the next float behind them, which is the
Shiner.
Right? So we're going to stay, our camera's going to stay on them as we take you to break, and then we'll see you right back here in 2 minutes.
At Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, Texas's premier entertainment destination, we love winners. with millions of dollars in jackpots paid, vehicles, cash, and gift giveaways monthly. The excitement never ends. Visit Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel in Eagle Pass, Texas, and find current promotions at LuckyEagleTexas.com or on social at Lucky Eagle Texas.
Being a community built on care happens inside our hospitals and clinics.
And it happens outside those walls.
Where the people we are privileged to serve live, work, and play.
Scan the QR code below for a chance to win 2 Fiesta medals. Baptist Health System's Spinner Texas Boot and Baptist Children's Hospital at North Central's Double Spinner.
Look at the salt on that dressed Dos Equis. After 2 billion years underground, that salt could have ended up in a half-empty box in a half-empty pantry. But now, it's lucky enough to find itself circling an authentic Mexican Dos Equis. Congratulations, salt. From where you sit now, it's clear your patience paid off handsomely. Dos Equis.
Welcome back to Fiesta Flambeau 2025, and really, we've been keeping that squeeze cam on there because we don't want you to miss a single thing.
Including the San Antonio Lutheran Coronation, just a fabulous group of young people. They are a nonprofit organization that recognizes young Christian men and women for their faith and service in church, school, and the community.
And what the association does is that they bring together different churches to celebrate Jesus's influence in their lives, and they aim to honor God and to show Christ's love through their actions.
And atop the flow, we have to give a nod to Gabriela Banda right there in the purple with that train. She is the first ever deaf Fiesta Queen, and I had a chance to visit with her a few weeks back, here she is now at Flambeau tonight, so a pretty cool honor for Gabriela Banda and all of the royalty there.
Okay, I really enjoyed that story, and I'm glad that you brought it up because you should look it up on our website, ksat.com, because there's a really touching moment when a little girl sees her.
Right, Julia.
And she just has a really special moment, so I love that.
Thank you for that.
And now we have Edison High School here in San Antonio, Texas, the award-winning Honey Bears. They're under the direction of Taylor Eddington. We have the varsity cheerleaders, Golden Dancers, and the Pep Squad. They're one of the oldest campuses in San Antonio, but for now, let's listen to the band.
The Honey Bears were established back in the early 1960s and have had a strong presence in the community and a name to be proud of. So thank you to all the alumni and former directors such as Denise Cardenas, Kimberly Cook, and Daniela Benavides. And go Bears. There they go, literally. They're running to get some Chick-fil-A.
It's so funny that as this goes on, it's not like people are getting tired along this parade route. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know. I'm seeing people standing up. They're just cheering these people along.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to come off the adrenaline.
Seriously.
After this is over.
And everything.
Yes.
Yeah. I mentioned Chick-fil-A for a reason, because they're right on cue. There's Chick-fil-A Greater San Antonio area. The franchise began back in 1946 when Truett Cathy opened his original diner in Atlanta, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah, their famous slogan, "Eat More Chicken," began with a 1995 Texas billboard featuring a renegade cow with a paintbrush in its mouth.
Chick-fil-A first entered Texas in August of 1970 with an opening in Corpus Christi, and currently there are a total of 39 Chick-fil-A restaurants in the greater San Antonio area. This year will be the 50th year that they've been in San Antonio. All right, on onto University Health System to step into good health.
Right. Movement is magic. Movement is medicine. Here in South Texas, University Health knows the value of a hard day's work and also taking care of our neighbors. For more than a century, they've been riding tall in the saddle, leading the way to good health.
You might know University Health is South Texas' only Level 1 trauma center for their Texas Diabetes Institute, for its women's and children's hospital, the only hospital in the region devoted entirely to little buckaroos and their mamas.
Oh, look at those big cowboy boots right there, all the way in the back. Illuminated. I mean, that is serious sparkle.
That's exactly.
And there we have Holy Cross of San Antonio, their spirit team first, comprised of 15-time NCAA national and 2-time TAPS state champion. The Holy Cross cheerleaders, the TAPS state excellent rated Holy Cross drumline, and the state qualifying Golden Knight dance team.
So these young men and women represent Holy Cross, honoring the legacy of faith, family, and tradition through generations of knights taught by the brothers of Holy Cross.
And and in San Antonio, they're a Catholic private co-educational school. They serve grades 6 through 12 on the west side of San Antonio.
High School from the Castroville area. The Medina Valley Panther Band, a consistent UIL Superior rating recipient with numerous accolades with the Panther Color Guard and Panther Percussion.
Yeah, they're under the direction of Jessica Maxwell. The student leaders in the organization include Colonel Gabriel Garza, Lieutenant Colonel Kylie Jacobo, First Major Beda Castro, and Second Major Allison Dowell.
So the Top Cats have won numerous awards, including sweepstakes and overall placements. They're excited to return to Flambeau, where they placed second on the out-of-town dance group just last year. So you leave San Antonio on 90, Highway 90 going west, and you'll run right into Castroville and Medina Valley High School.
I also love Castroville. It's really exploded, in recent years in terms of all the new developments out there. But when you go into some of the, like the gas station, I can't believe I'm forgetting the name. But it was an old gas station that turned into a coffee shop. Lovely.
Well, I know Habe's Bakery is there in Castroville, which is one of my favorites. And
hard to miss.
My car automatically stops when I go there.
By the way, this thing that I was talking about, it's the Magnolia Filling Station. That was a gas station turned into a coffee house. I had to get that in.
No, thank you.
Because it was bugging me. Okay, Credit Human.
Yep, so they're formerly known as the San Antonio Credit Union, is your ultimate partner in achieving home ownership dreams. They're dedicated to turning your vision of owning a home into a reality.
So as a cooperative, they balance the needs of responsible savers and borrowers to foster stronger, more vibrant communities. And you can discover their incredible no down payment and no PMI loan.
Okay, so shout out. And giant keys. Look at those. Biggest keys you're going to see at Flambeau this year, I believe. But Credit Human, really cool stuff there.
And the DJ is in the little house.
Antonian College Preparatory High School, home of the Apaches, representing San Antonio with pride. The talented Apache band, cheerleaders, and silver and ruby dancers are lighting up the Fiesta Flambeau Parade.
They feature incredible musicians, a dynamic drumline, color guard, the twirlers, bringing spirit and energy to every single beat.
Their cheerleaders showcase their school pride with enthusiasm and spirit, while the award-winning Silver and Ruby dancers wow audiences with championship-level performances at state and national competitions.
far behind them is Pride San Antonio. They produced the annual Pride Bigger Than Texas Festival and Celebration, a San Antonio official community pride celebration over at Crockett Park.
So this is a cavalcade of events designed to... Okay, we'll get to Pride San Antonio here just a little bit.
Here we go. Ballet Folklorico Festival, established in 1992. This is the largest Mexican dance company in all of San Antonio.
So the mission is to bring joy and the beauty of Mexican regional dance to people of all ages everywhere. The company has participated in Flambeau since 1993.
And they have an annual summer recital at the famed Arneson River Theater over on the Riverwalk, of course. The company has represented San Antonio at the Dallas Cowboys and Texas Rangers games.
Oh, very good. Okay, I can see why. And I mean, how we, you know, Fiesta wouldn't be complete without flowing dresses and folklorico dancing and just beautiful stuff.
I love that it's like you have the dancers and the floats, and for some of these floats, you have double floats.
Yes, you have to.
Because there are so many people who want to be a part.
And all those dresses, I mean, they need room.
Yes, yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're going to slap somebody in the face if you don't have enough room there. It's just beautiful. Never gets old. Ballet Folklorico Festival.
And props to them for, you know, staying on the beat.
Yeah.
And with rhythm in a moving float.
In a moving float. That's,
yes.
The degree of difficulty is a little higher.
I'm not even joking.
All right, on to Theodore Roosevelt High School, home of the Rough Riders. The Roosevelt Band has been a long tradition of excellence spanning more than 50 years. They're a regular Fiesta participant. They performed all over the U.S. from New York to Hawaii.
Wow. The varsity dance team and varsity cheerleaders also take part in this. They promote school spirit and support at Roosevelt High School. And both groups, a lot of groups here, have won numerous trophies and banners for Roosevelt High School.
They participate in pep rallies and programs with feeder schools. They both have won numerous awards and trophies and banners for Roosevelt High School.
There they go, pumping up the crowd.
Of course, the campus is near the city of Windcrest, part of the Northeast Independent School District. And so, salute. They brought a big group this year.
No, they did. That's I keep looking over and I'm going, those are a lot of students participating in this.
That's awesome.
Yes. Showing their love for Flambeau.
We have a bingo, ladies and gentlemen.
Does that, I mean, that's the Golden Bingo family. They take immense pride in being recognized as the #1 rated charitable bingo hall network in San Antonio. They have an impressive 39 member halls throughout Texas.
Yeah, and they do give back. The games are designed not only to entertain and bring people together, but raise money for many deserving organizations. At Golden Bingo family, the charities hold a special place in their hearts.
So they say together we can create a brighter future for our communities and the people who call them home.
Oh, and it's like Saturday Night Fever. Oh, wow.
Another double float, by the way.
With a disco ball, too. Like a full-size disco ball. Okay, on to Somerset Academy Brooks. From here in San Antonio, the Somerset Academy Brooks Bengal Band.
Yeah, they include students from 6th through 12th grade. The Bengal Band is in its 4th year of being together. Just 4 years, wow. And they made their Fiesta debut last year. Or excuse me, they made their Fiesta debut in 2023, so 2 years ago.
Yeah. So the drum majors are Emmy Ortega and Sofia Costantino. The band is under the direction of Cole Spengler.
And the principal of Somerset Academy Brooks is Bonnie Salas.
Okay, on to Texas Scrub Hub. They're one of our sponsors tonight. Locally owned and operated in San Antonio, they are the go-to destination for high-quality medical uniforms, accessories, and gear.
They proudly serve healthcare heroes across our community, providing scrubs that are not only comfortable and durable, but also stylish and professional. And at Texas Scrub Hub, it's more than just about uniforms. It's about supporting the hardworking individuals who keep San Antonio healthy and strong.
And they are proud to be part of the Fiesta family this year, so thank you to Texas Scrub Hub. On to Sacred Hearts of Jesus Church in Odom, Texas.
That's their Lady of Guadalupe float. If those colors look familiar to you, they're dressed in Mexican festive clothes. The parishioners participate in the annual 6.5-mile pilgrimage walk from Odom to Edward, Texas.
It takes place every year on the Sunday before December 12th, where Lady of Guadalupe is presented with various colored roses to pay her homage as the pilgrims present their prayers and petitions.
And there we have Lytle, the Pirates, that are marching down here.
Of course, Lytle is a little southwest of San Antonio, a short drive away. And one of the great, just smaller communities, you know, around San Antonio that produce great student athletes and you know, bands and spirit groups and everything, and a great part of Flambeau tonight from Lytle.
And up next, we have the Karen Wagner High School cheer team. They were established in 2005. They've been bringing spirit to the Judson Independent School District and the community now for 20 years.
It's hard to believe it's been 20 years. Well, I remember when that school was being built. So the Wagner High School cheer team is proud to represent the late Lieutenant Colonel Karen Wagner, the school's namesake, who of course lost her life during the events of 9/11. So yeah, it's been 20 plus years now. The Wagner cheer team has won 2 consecutive Cheer America national titles in 2023 and 2024. They say one team, one dream, one family, Wagner.
And they're known really for exceptional alumni. Right. Our producer, Alyssa Medina, who's talking in our ear right now, who did not skip a beat. She had to mention that she graduated from Karen Wagner High School, so she's very proud right now.
We were not going to go to the next float until that was mentioned, and so thank you for taking
She was going to hold up the entire parade.
Right. So, super cool. Karen Wagner High School.
And there we have, that's some beautiful art that we're seeing on that float. That's the Juneteenth Freedom Coalition. Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day or Emancipation Day, commemorates the emancipation of enslaved African Americans in the United States.
Which, traces its history back to June of 1865 when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston delivering the news of the end of slavery, more than 2 years after President Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation had been issued. So we're going to let you take in the beautiful art and the culture right here. We're going to step aside. More of the 2025 Fiesta Flambeau Parade continues here on KSAT 12.
Antonio is built on history, hard work, and doing things the right way. At Metro Elevator, we bring that same dedication to keeping your elevators running at peak performance. For nearly 40 years, we've built our reputation on delivering expert repair, maintenance, modernization, and new installation, and getting the job done right the first time. With locations across Texas, our team is available 24/7 to keep your elevators safe and efficient, whether it's in a historical landmark or a modern high-rise. Metro Elevator, trusted, tested, and ready when you need us.
Bella, tú dirías 10 de 10, 20 de 10. Hola, soy Belangelis.
Y yo soy Andrea.
And the little thing that we love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich from Chick-fil-A es el pollo original que es crispy y jugoso.
La salsa Smokehouse Barbecue.
Tiene ese sabor agridulce.
And the sweet, savory bacon es barbecue del bueno. Puedes elegir entre 3 filets.
Quiero uno ya.
Clientes reales de Chick-fil-A fueron pagados por su testimonio.
Hello, my name is Natalie Gomez, and for over 50 years, the Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for our community, and we are so proud to be the official law firm for Fiesta San Antonio. Fiesta is serious community business because when we Fiesta for San Antonio, we give back to over 100 nonprofits that assist and benefit basic needs, arts and culture, historic preservation, and education.
Gomez Law fights, Gomez Law cares.
Friends, you're watching the 2025 Fiesta Flambeau, and part of me is getting a little sad, right?
Yes?
Because we're towards the tail end of this, and it's been a truly spectacular night. That right there you're watching and listening to Piper High School, their marching band. The Warriors, now more than 200 members strong. They came into existence in the fall of 2021 with the opening of Piper High School, which is within the Kamal Independent School District.
Yeah, so in 4 short years, the Band of Warriors has received first division ratings in all UIL contests for marching and concert, and has been named a Bands of America Regional Class Champion and finalist at multiple events, were the winners of both 5A and Chairman's Award at the 2023 Battle of Flowers Band Festival, and the list goes on and on. They've really done a lot in the 4 or 5 years they've been around.
Yeah, and although they're within Kamal ISD, they're very proud of their San Antonio location and ties to the community. And here we have Texas Citrus Fiesta, established in 1932. The Texas Citrus Fiesta celebrating its 80th year by showcasing the unity and pride of the Rio Grande Valley community.
So they're out of Mission, Texas, and tonight's float highlights their beautiful royal court, featuring young women representing their hometowns while promoting community involvement. The Texas Citrus Fiesta and the royal court are thrilled to participate in the Flambeau Parade and wish everyone a wonderful time.
I don't think I've seen dresses that big tonight.
They're pretty big.
So good for them. They're also, I believe they're also sitting and look, showing off their shoes. They get it. That's how you do it.
So joining them there is the 88th King Citrus, Lance Newhouse, the 88th Queen Citriana, Ellie Holbrook, along with the princesses and other dignitaries and royalty there from Mission, Texas.
And there we have Bliss Meditation Center of San Antonio. They provide a diverse range of holistic wellness services, including yoga, meditation, community garden, and plant-based cooking classes, really wanting to work on the minds, right? And
Sure,
also the wellness for people here in San Antonio. That's what they're dedicated to.
Yeah, nurturing the mind, body, and spirit in an inclusive and welcoming environment. They promote, like you said, holistic well-being for everyone. So that's Bliss Meditation Center of San Antonio. And they do look very relaxed.
I will say, I was just going to say, right? They're seated. Look.
They do.
They're not rowdy.
Not at all.
They're still into it. They're enjoying Fiesta Flambeau, but you know, they're like, I'm chilling out here.
Just a calm approach to the Flambeau.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
She might be meditating right there.
That's a skill. Are you able to meditate?
You know what? I haven't tried it very much, and I probably should consider that.
It's a skill. It's a very good skill to be able to turn. there we have it. Okay, so we were just dealing with some technical difficulties, and but you know what? We're back on, and we're very happy to be back on right now. You were watching the Pleasanton High School Marching Band, the Eagle Band, and the Pacesetters dance team.
Known for their strong tradition of excellence, the Eagle Band brings powerful music and precision to every performance. Accompanying them are the Pacesetters, whose grace, energy, and dazzling routines light up every field and stage they step on.
So those talented students, they get together, they showcase discipline, teamwork, and the school spirit that soars. And you know, because they're towards the end of the parade route, okay? Okay, they're towards the end of the parade. And the fact that they're able to keep it up.
Yes.
All the way through says a lot.
So if you'll indulge me, I want to give a shout out, because I know they're watching this right now. My in-laws and my kids who are in Pleasanton, Texas right now watching this. And so, love Pleasanton, been there many, many, many times, and they take a lot of pride in what they do over there, and these kids do a really good job. So shout out to the Eagles.
The birthplace of the Cowboys?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Yes, I went there. I did, for one of my series, I went out there. The people are very, very friendly.
Very friendly, and a lot of them watch KSAT 12, and we appreciate that.
Well, thank you very much for watching.
Okay.
Next up, we have the Heroes Brawl of San Antonio. This is a non-profit organization. Their mission and service are to the 100 Club of San Antonio, first responders families, youth sports, and also youth extracurricular activities. So I like to see the synergy here with so many groups working together, but you also see individually the kind of work that they do.
Sure, and we mentioned earlier the 100 Club of San Antonio, where they step in when a law enforcement officer is lost in the line of duty. They will step up to raise money and provide funds for scholarships, emotional support, and they do that for many, many years. So the 100 Club certainly appreciates Heroes Brawl and the work they do for them. Okay, St. Anthony Catholic High School is next. As you can see, they're home of the Yellow Jackets. They prepare young men and women for positions of responsibility and leadership through a college preparatory curriculum based on Catholic values and traditions.
Within a comprehensive array of demanding academic courses, athletics, extracurricular activities, students develop the mental, the physical, and the spiritual well-being needed to make choices consistent with their academic career goals and also reflecting the spirit of Catholic education. We want to say go Yellow Jackets and also go Patrick, who's one of the people working behind the scenes here at KSAT. He went to that school.
Nice.
Yeah.
I went to a private high school in Victoria, so I have a little extra love for the private high schools. Again, small but mighty, including the St. Anthony Catholic High School Yellow Jackets. Okay.
Again, we got to talk about, we're going back to food, right?
Yes.
The Girl Scouts of Southwest Texas, as the oldest continuously operating children's charity exclusively serving girls in the region. 2025 marks the 101-year anniversary of Girl Scouts of Southwest Texas Council.
Of course, they work to make our communities better and stronger by encouraging nearly 10,000 girl members to act, by teaching them how to care for the planet, for others, and for themselves.
Yeah, and they build girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. And now, here we go to Thomas Jefferson High School. These are the Mighty Mustangs.
We're going to listen to them right now.
Thomas Jefferson High School certainly making San Antonio proud tonight.
And they hold a special place in Fiesta history as well. Are those the lassos?
There you go.
They've been around for so long and are just very, I mean, you cannot say Jefferson High School without them. They've done an amazing job. And bonus points for the illuminated lassos tonight.
Yes,
And the boots.
and also their boots and their skirts. I mean, everything that they're wearing certainly takes a lot of effort. I mean, if you create a memorable moment tonight at Fiesta Flambeau, okay, you've done your job, right? So here's Community First Health Plans right here in San Antonio, Texas, established in 1995. They're celebrating 30 years by providing high-quality health coverage to Bexar County and the 7 surrounding counties. They are the only locally owned nonprofit health plan that serves those areas.
Now, Community First has impacted the lives of more than 3 million people in the San Antonio community. They want you to know that they have coverage for every generation, offering Medicaid, Medicare, Marketplace, and commercial health plans.
Now it's back to Alabama. The pride of Hayden Marching Band. Yes, that's where they're coming. They're known for their powerful performances and incredible spirit. The talented group of musicians proudly represents their school and community wherever they go. And we just want to give them also another special shout out to coming here. Thank you.
Yeah, tonight they're thrilled to march in the Flambeau Parade and share their talents with San Antonio. From Friday night lights to national parades, these students bring passion, precision, and heart to every performance. And I think what we're learning tonight, if nothing else, the state of Alabama has produced some really good high school marching bands.
And also they love San Antonio, clearly.
And we love them here.
They come back year after year, and so special thanks to them. Okay, so just a few weeks ago, right, we had the Strawberry Festival.
Right.
And everybody says you should go there and try the strawberry shortcake. I can attest to that. Okay, so right there we have the Poteet Strawberry Festival, the Court of Honor, the King, Raider Camarillo, Alexandra Zavala, the Queen, the Prince, Diego Natal, Princess Isabela Ortiz, Duke Gabriel Flores, and the Duchess Olivia Garcia Fletcher.
So again, held every second weekend in April, just typically before Fiesta. The Poteet Strawberry Festival is one of Texas' oldest and most beloved traditions.
And now we're looking at the Brown Plaza Associates, a nonprofit organization from Del Rio, Texas. Under their direction, they have various groups of queens from their community known as Queens for a Cause. There they go, showing love to the entire community. And why not, especially considering that is the last float of the Fiesta Flambeau Parade. But here, my friends, but hold on, because we're not done. Don't go away. We'll be right back after the break.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can do all the things that make summer, summer. Take a Grand Highlander and go root for the home team. Send newlyweds off in a Camry. Congrats. Thanks. Or catch some waves with a RAV4. Still got it.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Your summer starts here.
That limbo.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's Fiesta time, San Antonio. Let's party with a purpose. I am Kylie Rodriguez, and I am honored to be the 2025 Miss Fiesta, representing the Fiesta San Antonio Commission as we support more than 100 San Antonio area nonprofit organizations. Let's party with a purpose, San Antonio, and celebrate a fiesta for all. Viva Fiesta!
Before the last flower-festooned float made its way down the parade route, plans were being prepared for the 2026 Battle of Flowers Parade. Heartfelt thanks to the Fiesta fans that made Melodies in Bloom, a Texas serenade, a musical memory to be cherished. And be sure to book it on your Fiesta calendar to attend the 135th Battle of Flowers Parade to be held on Friday, April 24th, 2026. We'll see you there.
The Fiesta Flambeau Parade 2025 thanks every guest, volunteer, sponsor, and friend who joined us at America's largest illuminated night parade. We celebrated a night deep in the arts of Texas, our theme honoring our state's spirit of creativity. Join us next year for over 3.1 miles of fun and surprises, more than 60 giant floats, and over 35 of America's best marching bands. Sign up to be a part of next year's Fiesta Flambeau Parade at flambeau.org.
And just like that, the 2025 Fiesta Flambeau Parade is in the books, and you know that because the street sweepers and the garbage trucks have already begun their work.
People are starting to pick up their chairs and starting to make their way home. But, you know, it's often important to reflect on the beauty of this night. And you said this before, it's always nice to get the perspective of somebody who's seeing this with fresh eyes. So let's go to our friend, Jada Pickett. She experienced her very first Fiesta, made a lot of friends along the way, by the way.
Right.
Yes,
So Jada,
I did. Yes, I did.
Tell us, how was the night?
Oh my goodness, the night was so much fun. I had the best seating in the house with the best crowd in the house. What a time! And we got our cascarones to end the night, and I'm going to count us down, and we're going to crack our cascarones. 3, 2, 1. Viva Fiesta! That's how you end Flambeau. Such a great time. Oh, I had such a fun time. You guys commentated so well over the night. I just enjoyed it. San Antonio, you guys be safe tonight. Love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Mic drop.
That's what you do.
That's
it. Exactly. And I love all the cascarones and stuff because that's true. At the end of Fiesta, I always find cascarones on the floor throughout my house and stuff. And then, you know, that's how you know.
Confetti in your car.
Yes. It's everywhere.
In the shower.
It's everywhere.
Different places and everything. But again, you know, technically Fiesta's not over yet, but essentially this is one of the last big events. And so, yeah, it's getting a little bittersweet.
It is, but I have to say thank you to everybody out there because San Antonio is really what makes Fiesta and all of Fiesta Flambeau exactly what it is. We welcome so many people from other parts of the entire country, Alabama especially.
Sure. Many times over.
But you know, this has just been such a wonderful night, and we can't forget that what this is really about. It's a party with a purpose, but also an opportunity to celebrate our beautiful city and all of the wonderful people and the traditions that make up San Antonio.
Including law enforcement, the military, the Fiesta Flambeau, the PMOs, you know, those dozens of participating member organizations that benefit, like you said, from all the money. There's a $300 million economic impact. The Texas Longhorns and the Longhorn Band coming into town. All those things just make this particular parade so special.
Yeah, and of course it wouldn't be like this without you, without, you know, the cooperation of so many volunteers. And you have to think about the thousands and thousands of people who volunteer to make Fiesta Flambeau a thing. And it's not just a one-day commitment that they make. That's the thing. When you talk to, when we go out and do a lot of these stories, they tell us that this is really a year-round thing, especially when they're fundraising to get money for scholarships. I mean, this really stays local. This is run by locals and it benefits locals.
Indeed. And so, again, tomorrow you've got a day in Old Mexico, the San Antonio Charro Association. You have the Festival de Cascarones at Texas A&M San Antonio. So Fiesta's not over by any means, but what a great way to end Fiesta Saturday night here at Flambeau.
We have loved spending these last few hours with you. And for now, Viva Fiesta!
Viva!
Hello, my name is Natalie Gomez, and for over 50 years, the Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for our community, and we are so proud to be the official law firm for Fiesta San Antonio. Fiesta is serious community business because when we Fiesta for San Antonio, we give back to over 100 nonprofits that assist and benefit basic needs, arts and culture, historic preservation, and education.
Gomez Law fight, Gomez Law cares.
We're built for athletes like Caden, who's been 100% seizure-free for more than 2 years.